Now we live
Oh, okay.
and we back.
Back together again
Oh yeah,
on this terrific Tuesday.
it is Tuesday.
And it is terrific, right?
I don't know about going that damn far, but it's something like that.
Why? I mean, we're breathing.
Barely. We barely breathing. Trying to get it my little area that's being cluttered up. That
What?
somebody had to give me all this stuff.
What's going on?
I'll move it after the credits roll.
Need some help over there?
I don't know. I don't need that kind of help. I need some other kind of help.
Oh, well, I
Let's
definitely
get
can't
these
help
bells
you with that
rolling.
part.
He back.
Sorry,
He
okay.
back. Let me see if he got me a jar of mayonnaise and some
Mayonnaise.
mustard. I mean, he gives out groceries, so
Oh.
yeah. So let's.
That was only for Coach.
Oh,
I love you, baby.
Oh, we are back live on this Tuesday. I think my phone is up. Wait a minute. Let me see. Okay, we good. Guys, welcome to Tanky Tea of Life. It feels so good to be back with you guys at the table. I'm your host, Veronica.
he gives you a lot of bells. Ring that bell.
Back
Let
with
me
you
shift
all.
over.
Feeling good on this Tuesday. I feel great. I'm a little chipper tonight.
Oh,
Why is that?
you got into something that was really good.
I'm chipper because I just had a great workout.
Oh, so you released some endorphins.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, a workout.
Working out gives you energy.
That's
and
right.
I feel great. I had a great class tonight. It was great energy in the class.
Mhm.
So yeah. How do y'all feel?
I let go, Victor.
Let me
Go.
look over here.
I,
My brother Victor. Who are you tonight?
I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be myself.
Okay, well, Victor is back with us tonight. Welcome back, Victor.
Yeah, I'm back at it. I'm back at it, man.
Wait a minute. That's a lot of bells.
Because he
back.
wasn't here last week.
Yeah, I'm back at it, man. I took a long time off, but I'm back at it. I'm back. I'm back.
Needed that little break.
No, not like that. I'm back, but I'll let you know in about a month. But I'm back. I'm back.
Okay then. Brother Fatine, WBLS radio station New York is back with us.
What's going on? What's going on? We here. We here.
Oh,
Yeah, just give me two.
we just get two.
Yeah,
Just two.
that's it.
Guys, how was y'all weekend? Victor?
So I want to start off by saying it's the first time I was on air since I watched you at your church and speak, and I will say that was a very powerful message that you gave. Um, by you standing up there inspired me to get you a gift. So my thing was that you said one thing I will say that I love when you said that women talk too much. And you saw what I did. I stood up in the back of the church and started clapping.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, while you standing up there getting inspired, man, I said, I gotta do something for her. So me and Fatine, so I already opened the box to make sure it was what I ordered. So don't take away from it. I ain't just put it in a but anyway. So me and Fatine got bills, right?
Yes.
But since you the boss, right? Since you the boss, this is what I got you.
I love gifts.
That's what I got you. To bring some order to the
Yes.
So,
Yes. Order in the courtroom.
well, let's,
Hit it like you mean it
yeah, you
now.
got to.
You got to spank it.
Order in the court.
Well, I think it's got to be on a more level surface, but
Order in the court.
you sound a little gay with that. But
Yeah.
Thank you, Victor.
so whenever people getting out of order,
I know I'm gonna get a couple of those.
well, let me see. I think you gotta see. It's
Oh,
like,
it's that way.
yeah, well,
I'm gonna get
if
a
it was
couple.
a more level surface, but it just sounds right. But yeah, it's like a gavel.
I'm in trouble, y'all. I'm going to detention because I know I'm gonna get some.
Oh, Victor. Thank you. Can I hug you?
No.
All right. I love it.
Thank you, Sly.
So much. Thank you all for watching tonight. We appreciate you guys. That's all about your weekend. I mean, well,
Oh, my son turned 1. We had a birthday party for him, and that was it.
You cheated. You cheated. You cheated.
oh yeah, that video was really cute. It was really cute.
Yeah.
I think you both cheated
Yeah.
because the mom was like this, like she was too far on your end,
Yeah.
and then you was like,
Let me scoop this
them
baby up.
Yeah.
But that was a really cute video. Happy birthday to my nephew, 1 year old. And I had a great weekend. It was a Mother's Day weekend. It's a blessing when, you still have an opportunity to share Mother's Day with your mother. It was a blessing that I was able to do that. It was a blessing that my son wanted to take me out to eat. So it was just, I had an amazing Mother's Day, and he's old enough where he paid for my meal. I'm like, yes. I saw Neek at the restaurant, so it was good seeing her. But yeah, I had an awesome Mother's Day weekend.
Let me just say, I was pleasantly surprised to see your son, young man, got some tattoos on his arm, right? Yeah, growing up, I love it.
Oh my God.
And let me just say, happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy belated Mother's Day. If you notice, I didn't post much that day, and it wasn't because my mom's not here or my late wife is not here. But I appreciate y'all going first because I had to sit on this for a few days. I couldn't post about it. But right after my WBLS open line show that morning, I was getting ready to go back to bed. I was like, I didn't got to do a second show. And I received a call. And the call came from my cousin saying that one of my cousins, my cousin Pat, her oldest daughter, Angel, lost her husband Mother's Day morning. And I could not post because it was very, very, very overwhelming for the family, especially her. And I had to, it's about supporting the family. And I talk about a lot of things on this show, and one of the things, one thing that we all talk about, one thing me and Victor say at times, when people pass, we have good things to say. But this one was a real one. This one, Lavanda Brown, born and raised in Marion, a Navy veteran, did it the right way. We talk about relationships. You talk about a great husband, always there. Angel, his wife, my cousin, that was her rock. They had, one child between them, Caitlin, and she's a daddy's girl. And, she's 17, and, she'll be a senior next year. I don't think she's a senior this year. This is tough. And before I came here, I didn't even put nothing in the chat. I stopped by, dropped some things off. Family's there. Funeral will be this coming Friday in Florence. But it was a tough Mother's Day. We wanted to celebrate it, but we couldn't celebrate it because we had to surround her. And even though we're all family, what it happens with immediate family. And my cousin Pat, she loves everybody. And she, of course, that's her son-in-law. And everybody loved Lavanda. The last time I was with him was April 20th, where Pat's youngest daughter, Yolanda, we call her Yanni, had a birthday party. We was at Don Jose. So our prayers to his side of the family members I don't know. We all family. We embrace and we love, and that's why I asked to go last. I don't want to bring down the show, but I had to speak him up. He's a great father, great husband, great person, and somebody who passed at the age of 47, didn't even see 50, and did it right. We talk about things they didn't have to come on this show to get their relationship right because they had their relationship right. So, again, our prayers to, of course, my darling cousin Angel and Caitlin and the mom's Pat, my family. But thank you for just allowing me to say that because I had to big this brother up because he was the right one. He was a real one.
Our hearts and prayers are definitely going out to the family.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. I want to switch lanes a little bit. I don't want to stay in that.
Oh yeah, that's why I went last. But
in the grieving mode. So what I said when I was telling you I'm back, I had a conversation with my personal trainer, and we had a conversation, and I'm back jogging again, man.
Okay.
And listen, this new diet, I'm tired of shitting, boy. I tell you this, I am fucking tired. I am tired. At 2 days into it, and I'm fucking tired. I'm tired of using the bathroom. I'm tired. I'm serious.
Are you getting some more fiber in your body and stuff like that?
No, damn that.
Cleansing your body.
That's right. That's right.
And I got my DNA results back from my ancestry test, and I'm 9% Scottish. So I'm not dealing with you niggas tonight.
Are you dealing with the white side of your family, huh?
I'm Scottish.
I hope you lighten up a little bit for the camera.
I like Braveheart. I like kilts. And I like bagpipes and all that shit.
Why don't you wear a kilt?
So if one of you black folks or one of you ninjas threaten me,
hey, order in the court.
I will. I will call somebody in here, the man. Peace T, Nitty. That's my other cousin. Yeah. I'm Scottish.
All right.
Alrighty then.
All right.
Congratulations.
Good day, matey, or whatever they say over there.
You the man tonight.
9%.
9%. Yeah. Somebody
I
got
think I'm
somebody done tapped a little bit of spice, a little bit of that blackberry juice on your side. Mm-hmm.
I forgot what mine was. I think I'm 20% white.
Ooh.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Okay, Karen. All right, Karen. Vicky. Okay.
All I'm saying is I'm Scottish. I like Sean Connery and all that stuff.
That's 007, baby.
So
that's 007. He was cool.
So I'm telling you, if any of you ninjas coming for me, I'm pressing charges. So, but it was real interesting. I went down a rabbit hole with the whole family tree thing, and soon as I put my DNA in, here come all these weirdos in my ancestry inbox talking about, hey, we cousins, and I'm looking, it's like it's your 5th to 8th cousin, man. Go on some way with that. I'll get to you in a minute, but let me go 1st through 4th first before I start getting the 5th through 8th.
You know what happened? You know what you done did, right?
What's that?
You done tapped one of your cousins.
Nah.
Yeah, don't tell me you did.
I mean, if you think about Adam and Eve, we all done slept with our cousins at some point in time. As long as we ain't had no kids with them, I think we'd be all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm Scottish.
All right. What do you say, Vicky?
Vicky.
All right, Vicky. Bernard. I don't know.
What?
I gotta find me a white name for him, Bill.
Alrighty. Well, yeah. So glad to be back with you all tonight. Shouts out to all of you who are joining us. Tracy, I see you. T Nitty.
That's my cousin from New Jersey.
All right. Jersey in the house. Stacy, I don't know if Tracy's on here. I can't see who's all on here. Sly, thank you so much for the stars. We appreciate you. And every week for sending us stars, you and
Rodney,
yes. So yeah, thank you guys so much.
Hey, Sister Nakia Graham Hall, give her a shout out as well.
Hey, Sister Nakia.
Oh yeah.
Neek is right there. You called out Neek, and there she go.
Hey, Neek. Yep, all of you for watching. We appreciate y'all so much. So I did have a question here for you guys. Now I have to find it.
So before you answer your question, let me tell you something what happened to me on Mother's Day.
Okay.
I called my cousin, Lisa. I shouldn't have said her name. But anyway, I called my cousin Lisa and I brought up the conversation that y'all had last week about the guy and his mother. Well, anyway, her two sons, Messiah and Jihad, was in the car. And Messiah said, after I read that, he was like, listen, if a woman can't accept me when I'm at my oodles and noodles phase, I know she gonna accept me when I'm at my steak and lobster phase. And from that there on, I said, Messiah, you my dog. You my dog. I mean, he's 20 years old and he already understands that of course I can always treat you to steak and lobster and you gonna come. But what about when I'm at my lowest? So at the entrance stage, he's like, that's where I start off at. So I'm like, Messiah, you 20, I'm 43. There's a big difference in the noodle stage. But I get where he was coming from. So from this day forward, if a woman think I'm taking her out to a fancy restaurant the first night, it's a done deal. It ain't happening.
But you should know better. You're 40. What?
Well, basically start out like you can hold out.
You can hold out steak and lobster.
Not every night I can't. And not keep the lights on I can't.
So you think it's okay to serve a woman oodles and noodles the first date?
Well, oodles and noodles phase is basically what I'm saying is a budget meal. Something that normally we're going to eat, when it comes down to, us spending time together. It was based on the conversation that y'all had about the guy bringing his mama cooking. So basically, what I'm saying is I'm not saying our first meal needs to be at Ruth Chris, but it might be KFC. My ex fiance, our very first date was at Burger King. I'm serious, and I was.
But I mean, if you're feeling someone, I feel like anything can be romantic.
I mean, it wasn't about romance.
I'm
though.
just saying,
I
like, if you're feeling someone, anything will tickle your fancy at that particular.
I gotta. I sit here and I think, and what Victor said, I sat back, and sometimes we say things and then we go through experiences. And I mentioned this to you the other day about this young person, and I was like, it was so refreshing about this young person. How she doesn't come with this baggage. Not trying to talk to her. We cool. And we did go out to eat. The first time I treated her twice. Last night, the other 2 weeks ago, we went out to Don Jose, the Mexican restaurant. Right. Last night, I gave her options. She was like, let's go to Waffle House. I gave her that was the last option, but everything closed up, and she was getting off work around 9. She said, let's go to Waffle House. So when I walked into Waffle House, first thing I'm usually by myself when I go to Waffle House. But what Victor says is when you get with somebody that is just it's like so down to earth. That's why I keep using the word refreshing, because a lot of times, Victor and Veronica, we deal with Vicky. We deal with a lot of the baggage and this here and there. That's a good point, Victor. How would you deal with me, and how do you look at life? And I'm not dealing with this person in a relationship, but it's just their outlook and where their age is at. They're not, or at my age. You understand? And some women at my age, they come with that bullshit. I hate to say it like that, but they come with the bullshit. And it's just so refreshing now to see that. And I'm gonna tell you, we talk about different people stepping outside their races. I'm gonna tell you now, some of these younger women are gonna pull some of the older guys because a lot of them are not coming with baggage. Can they nurture you? They can learn to nurture you. They may not be as wise because they haven't gone through some of the things that you have gone through in life as experience. But I'm gonna tell you, some of these younger girls that don't come with that baggage are gonna start pulling some of these older guys, and then they're gonna start spending time with them and tell you, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of them are affectionate. And a lot of them, they're not inexperienced in the bed.
A lot of who?
The younger women.
Hey, I don't want to change subjects, but I asked about this guy 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to find out where he was at. And he popped up, Mr. Stevenson
Right.
Pierre, and I want to thank you for showing us, because I did ask your sister about you.
Hi, Stevenson.
So Neek says fast food is past by date, something to do on the weekday after you've been on a date or two. Um, and that's Neek's perception of it. Um, but what Messiah basically was telling me that, and what I took from the whole conversation is like he said, if you can't accept me here, I know you're going to accept me here. So that's how I feel like you're weeding out some of the women that just want a fancy meal. Because some women will accept the date just to eat and don't even like my black ass. Or excuse me, half black ass. 91% black ass. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Get it right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tim Johnson says, Brother Fatine, you're right. Younger women know how to treat and respect you. They haven't been corrupted yet and don't have a hate for men. Excellent point. And that's what I'm telling you. And I ain't going
What?
Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm swear to God, is something there with that some of the older women's, because of their past hurt, and we talked about it with Coach, they build up this wall because of the pain, and I get it, but sometimes we don't want to go through all that. We just don't want to go through that. And sometimes, I'm hard on men, but sometimes I got to look out for us brothers. We don't want to go through that BS at times.
Really?
Yeah, damn right. Hit that bell. That's right.
What you got to say about that?
I don't even know where to start. Like, wait, read his comment again.
Brother Fatine, you're right. Younger women know how to treat and respect you. They haven't been corrupted yet and don't have a hate for men.
That's oh my God.
Good point, brother. And me, my man.
I
I'll wear your shirt next
a
week.
lot of you want younger women because you think I said, well, I shouldn't say a
Say
lot.
it. Say it.
Some of you want younger women because you think you can control them.
There you go.
Because they're not yet at that mature level where they know what they want, they know what they're looking for in their next relationship. They're not getting ready to take certain BS because they already been through BS before with their previous relationships from the past. So that's why some of you go for younger women.
I think that can be the situation. I think if you're an experienced person and you've been through some BS and you don't want that in your type of relationship, then I disagree with you on that level, because it's just that you want to bond. Like Victor talks about, look at the type of, I'm busy all the time, but I don't do the physical work that Victor does. And like Victor says, sometimes I'm doing so many hours, I can't do this, that, and the other, and I don't want to deal with the BS. It's not about controlling. Yes, in some cases, Veronica, you are right that some of the older men want to manipulate, but I'm not looking at it from that perspective. I'm telling you that a younger woman without that baggage and know how to treat herself and her man, I'm telling you, especially when the man is not tripping, I'm telling you, they're going to start pulling. You're going to start seeing it. And when you start seeing it, then you're going to start questioning it as women, mid-age and older women, you're going to start questioning that. And then there's another thing there. A younger woman keeps us in our youth. Us men don't want to be like, we want to be ready to jump up and run and ride a bike and this, that, and the other. So it keeps us younger. I heard this a long time ago. They said, if you want to get back into exercise, do it with a younger person because it keeps a pep in your step. So I'm just telling you, it's not a bad thing. And hey, look, I'm not saying rob the cradle. Don't be R. Kelly. I'm not talking about that kind of young, not baby young. But I'm just telling you, I'm just warning y'all.
Go ahead, V.
I'm just
I see
warning
you-
y'all.
you-
'cause
you
a lot of y'all are single.
So
I see she looked at
So I'm-
And a lot of us are single by choice.
that is true.
By choice,
A lot of
okay.
us are not taking BS.
But everybody's
from
not BS.
Older men or from you younger men. I mean, we can twist it now. We can say that older women, not you, but we can twist it and we can say that a lot of us older women are going for younger men. But I'm gonna stick with what you're talking about. With the,
I agree with that,
the,
too.
The younger women are going for the older men, or you older men are going for the younger women. Y'all going for them for the wrong reasons. Yeah, okay. You say y'all they keep y'all young, okay. But what else are you looking for
Mm.
in this?
It's a difference. There's a
Can you
difference.
have a conversation with
Well,
them?
this is interesting. It's a difference if an older man is going after a younger woman versus a younger woman catching the interest of an older man. I'm not saying an older man. I'm not looking at it from the perspective of an older man preying on the younger person. But what I am saying, because I do see where younger men have preyed on that because of those situations and trying to take advantage because of experiences and a lack of knowledge. But I'm talking about younger women that bring something to the table that catches the interest that normally a older man won't even really deal with. But then when you start to have a conversation and how they move, it catches your attention. You sit back and say, "Wow, I didn't expect this." And then when you start dealing with women your age or a little bit younger, and you see some of the nonsense that comes with it, it's interesting. Now there is a trade-off. There's a trade-off. A woman my age and a little younger than me is more experienced. Probably can nurture me where that younger woman can't nurture me and understand certain things that we both have experience in life. There's a trade-off. Would I want to trade off the younger woman with less experience, with the less bullshit, or deal with the older woman that has the experience but brings the bullshit to the table? I'll take the younger woman if that's my choice.
So, Miss Lois says, I guess y'all didn't see that video. The younger woman complained about being taken to the Cheesecake Factory. The guy had a nicer place picked out, but she ruined it by taking too long. So they messed up the reservation. So he dropped her ungrateful ass off. And then Neat comes behind her and says, younger women just want a sugar daddy. They don't want to work, so they pick older men with money. And then Jason comes behind her and says, I'm not a fan of huge age gaps, but I can say older women don't allow themselves to be led. When a man leads, he is being labeled as controlling. So I'm gonna say this: older women, and older women, I'm gonna have to say that they'll allow you to lay there and they'll take control. Them younger chicks be wanting to do it all night, and I ain't got that kind of energy nor the hips to be screwing you all night.
But you still, but you starting back at the gym though. You might be able to move your hips.
No, not right now. I ain't there yet.
Okay.
I ain't there yet.
I want to go to
Give me
Neek.
6 months.
I want to go to Neek
And
comment.
then I
So
want to go to Jason.
yeah, I want to go to Neek's comment because it's amazing the broad brush thing, and I'll just put it out here. I'm not talking to this person in that manner. But see how Neek said, all the younger women just want a sugar daddy. This young woman, 2 jobs, Neek. 2 jobs. 2024 Nissan car. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you're broad brushing, this is what the younger women want. At the end of the day, sometimes they be handling their business. That's what I'm saying. Just, when Victor was talking about like the nuggets, you was in the chat last week, again, maybe because I came up in a different era. I mean, I came up with guys that was 16 that moved like they were 22, 23. When I was 18, when I was 21, when I graduated college, I can cook. I wanted my own place. My parents tried to hold me back for a moment, and I appreciate that because my father got sick, so I needed to be there. But I was ready to step out. When I went to college, I was on my own. I didn't stay home. So I was independent. So being young at 24 and 25 and I'm driving, got my own place, I'm responsible. So, and I moved with women that had corporate jobs at 25, 26. They're young women. So again, this broad brush, maybe it's the young women that y'all are around today, and that's cool because I do see that. My daughters are young, but they have jobs. They have jobs and they're moving like young adults, responsible, because that's how we raised them. So every young person ain't looking for a chicken nugget, and every young person ain't just looking for a sugar daddy.
I mean, let's be clear. We can't put all young people in a basket together because you do have some young people that have their head on straight.
Damn right.
Know where they're going, that know what they want in life at a very young age.
Correct.
But what you've been saying about the car and all that,
what I'm trying to prove is you can't come and make a statement all the young people want is a sugar daddy, meaning that all they want is somebody to pay their way, where here I'm seeing a lot, and I'm seeing more young women do it, and I applaud young men that do this, but I see more young women that are handling their business, working 1 and 2 jobs in school, in school handling their business. Some of them are not looking for sugar daddies, and then there are those that are. It's just don't broad brush it. That's the only reason why I came hard like that.
So only thing I'm gonna say is if you got any woman that's got 2 jobs ain't got enough time for me. And I'll just tell you that now. If you got 2 jobs, I ain't your man because I am a very needy, spoiled, damn, I want you under me 24/7. And if your ass at work all the time, how the hell can I get you pregnant? So I'm just saying.
Well, that's a different thing. If you single and you handling your business and you got 2 jobs, then if you decide to get into a relationship, like Victor says, that's the conversation there, and then that's where things are discussed. But you got to realize, women are not people are not sitting back and saying, well, I can't work 2 jobs because just in case I get in a relationship. They are doing what they got to do to handle their business because they're trying to set goals that they can have a better future. They set these goals that they can make themselves better. So right there, relationships may not even be in the horizon the way, or a serious relationship, as they're building their careers. This is the time when you're young to build your careers.
Go ahead.
I think when, like, say if you find someone that you really want to spend time with, you make time for who you want to be with. No matter what you're doing, if you have 2 or 3 jobs, like, you make time for the person that you want to make time for. So
I agree with you.
When people say, "Oh, well, I'm too busy to do this," I'm too busy to do that. You make your own time. Not knocking anyone that have 2 and 3 jobs, because I'm one of those people. Like, I have multiple jobs, but I will make time for someone special in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't think no one wants to be around someone 24/7.
No,
You want someone up under you 24/7?
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
You are needy.
Yeah.
I am.
You are.
When I want my attention, I want it. So T Nitty, hey man, you was wild for that one. I just want you to throw that. Talking about come hard, pause. Yeah. So what Neek says is what I wanted at 20, 30, and 37 is all different.
Yeah.
Understand, I'll never have a conversation with my partner, a woman, about her job, because if I ask her to quit that job, then I need to supplement her income.
Yes.
So I'm never going to do that. So I will never put myself in a situation where I'm going to come second. So if this woman wants to go out here and she wants to say, hey, I'm got to work this second job, I ain't your man. I ain't the man for you.
So let me ask you this, Victor, because you just clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you ask a woman to quit her job if it's part of her career?
I wouldn't.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
I would not get into a situation with a woman if she's got 2 jobs or I feel like she can't give me 12 and a half of her hours out the day. I can't do it.
Got you. And that's who you are.
That's who I am.
And that's who you are. And you and that kind of woman, even if you fall in love, is not going to work for you because she's going to have her career just like you got a career, and she's getting something out of her building her career. She may went to school. She may be that nurse. She can't give you them 12 hours because she's doing a 12-hour shift or 13-hour shift. So she's the nurse, but she's the backbone behind you because you know what? You got a good woman behind you, bro.
That'll never happen. She won't get the opportunity.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Gotcha.
Not to knock anybody for job. I'm not for everybody, and everybody's not for me.
We see that.
But I need 12 and a half hours of her time every day.
So that's one of the questions that I had down today too, because someone like a lot of the videos that I posted to Tanky T page, like, people send to me, like they'll send in my inbox or whatever. Hey, you saw this video, or whatever, and then I end up posting it to the T page. And the one I posted today with what's her name, Whoopi Goldberg, where she was saying that. I think she was saying something about time, like she spent time with like her grandkids and her family, but when it comes to like
a commitment relationship, she
like,
said she can do a hit and run. She said
hit and run,
but she can't.
She can't. Yeah. Okay for people over the age of 40.
Yes, that's
or 50.
That's normal. That is not. Listen, I done been the victim of hit and runs, and once you get used to the hit and runs, then it becomes normal, and it may cloud your judgment going forward with your life because just like, is this a hit and run or not? So yeah, I think it's normal the older you get.
Yeah, and that's what Whoopi was saying. Whoopi is that career woman. Victor could, and like Victor said, she wouldn't get the opportunity because she's not going to correct the View because of you. She's in a career. This is what she does. So with Whoopi doing what she does, she's talking about she's doing what she chooses to do. She wants to deal with her grand. She wants to deal with her career. She wants to deal with her children, and she wants to deal with life. She don't mind scratching that itch, but she is not going to have that scratcher who's scratching her itch to become her ball and chain. She's not going to do that. And I understand that because I work around career people. And some of the career people, I look back, I look at the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, I look at Reverend Jesse Jackson, a senior. These people have been married for years, you understand? But their wives are part of their movement, and they've been there, and they have that understanding, and they work together. You can do that, but you both have to make that commitment, and that's your goal where you're going. So, again, it's each his own, whatever you choose to do.
Exactly. It's definitely each his own. And for, like you said, for someone like Whoopi or, career people, like some people don't want to make time right now for a relationship. So, I mean, shouts out to Hayward Samuel Jr. Hayward, thank you so much. I'm not exactly sure where you're at the moment. I don't know if you're in, because I think he's far, far away somewhere. China? I don't know. But he's watching, and he sent 1,000 stars. Thank you so much. When he get on here, he's always sending stars as well. So thank you so much. Thank you to all of you who take time out and send us stars to keep Tangitia of Life going on these Tuesday nights.
Maryland.
We appreciate. Oh, he's in Maryland now?
That's what he said, Maryland.
Okay.
I wanted to
Shouts
say
out
that
him.
I want to say to Victor and Veronica, I don't know where I'm at. What I said, 32 years.
Hey, you ain't gave me time to shout out Haywood clear. I mean,
Oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead. You good. He said Maryland, but
Oh, okay. All right. 32 years in a relationship, maybe that's what I did. I may not get into another one-on-one serious type relationship. I don't know. And I can't sit here and speculate. All I can tell y'all is I don't want to deal with the BS, and I want to be happy. You understand what I'm saying? So I cannot tell you how, but I will tell you, I tell you what will the future be for me, but I will tell you how. I'm not going to lie to nobody. And it is going to be what it is. And it's not just going to be my way or the highway. What I'm saying is I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a commitment, if I'm going to see two. I can't tell y'all. But there's no blueprint right now. If I could get back into that phase, I wouldn't run from a one-on-one committed relationship. I'm not running from it, but I did it. And I have grown children. And I look forward, if they have children, I have grandchildren. I just don't know. There's no run blueprint. The main thing is to be happy and to enjoy life in what I call this last quarter of life. And that, I'm just saying it. That's how I'm going to move.
it's definitely. I always, say that live life to the fullest. You have to be happy. It's time out for being miserable and trying to make other people happy and not making yourself happy. Like, do what makes you happy. John, hopefully you can hear me now. Hopefully.
Yeah, I turned it up a little bit for you.
Thank you, Victor. Tim says, nah, there is no certain amount of time. Just don't make me feel neglected. And that's true. Like, even if, and not saying that no one wants this, but say if you're only around your partner 2 hours out the day, I mean, at least let me know that you care within those 2 hours. Yeah, it's so crazy, I swear, because every time we talk about something, it's like, it is going right into the email letter.
Beautiful. I love it. Springboard.
Like,
I love it.
That is so crazy every single time.
Love it.
And not saying that's exactly what this lady is talking about in the email letter, but she wants to feel
appreciated.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's going right into the email letter, which is crazy.
Wow. We're a little loud now.
Yeah,
at least in my headphones. Yeah, we are a little loud.
Turning it down.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. I thought we were good just now.
You know what? Let me see.
Maybe it's John's. No, Jason's. His voice kind of rough.
Okay.
You gotta wear some
I
AirPods.
thought Jason was saying my voice was kind of rough,
No,
but I think they were
it's
talking
about
about.
John. Maybe it's John Johnson because nobody complained about.
Oh, okay. What did
Beats your battery's low, bro. Your battery's low there.
whose battery is low?
John. He got Beats.
Oh,
Beats
he's-
earphones. iPhone.
John is at work. That I was low. Oh, okay. So guys, let me know if you can hear me loud enough.
Speaking
now.
to that
I'm
mic.
speaking into the mic. Speaking to the mic. See, if you guys missed it, look what Victor got me. Order in the court.
There you go. What was so I think what was Hayward? He said his 2 jobs normal is the norm, and I don't think so down here. That's not really a thing that we do. I don't even see his comment now.
And I don't consider
Oh, it is.
I don't consider what I do a job because I have fun. Is fitness what I love, and I just see it as I mean, it is a job, but I don't feel like I'm going to another job. When I get off my full-time job, I don't feel like I'm going to another job, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah, because you're passionate and you enjoy what you do,
Yeah.
but it is a job because you're committed to doing
Right.
it. But it doesn't feel like it. I had 3 jobs down here. I was Reverend Sharpton, my show, working for the National Urban League, doing shows there. But now I'm not working for the Urban League, so I have my full-time job with Reverend Sharpton, and then I have my part-time doing radio in New York. But I'm also doing a different podcast Monday through Friday now.
yeah.
And now that is becoming, because now we're kicking it up because we're trying to make that into income. So, matter of fact, we'll be on the road July 4th that weekend. We'll be at Essence Broadcasting Live. So that's what I'm saying, taking it up. And hopefully we can get Tangy T on the road around here in France because there's just so much we can do and have conversations. So that's on to you. I'll leave that to you, I'm pilot. But I just think that, people are craving for conversation and information. And I think that we've been doing this podcast. We have support and fans out there.
Yeah.
And we see other people doing it around town, and kudos to them. But we should be out there as well.
So, Miss Lois, I did have the pleasure of meeting Miss Lois and did not recognize who she was at first. But Miss Lois, you're right. A lot of people have a job and a side hustle. And I believe, to me, that side hustle is different. It's not like you have to do this because you can take on clients and customers how you want to. But with a job, your time is permitted or committed to this place at a certain amount of time. So when I'm talking about people that have 2 jobs, not a side hustle. So I'm throwing the side hustle people out when I say the 2 jobs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I worked 2 jobs since I broke up with my first wife. And I had idle time on me from the first job. And since then, I've always worked 2 jobs. But I'm passionate about what I do. But I do understand what Victor says, that a side hustle versus a job, which is a commitment, and but sometimes your side hustle becomes your job because you become your own boss, your entrepreneur at the end of the day. So you're your own boss while you're working for someone else as well.
Thank you, Lisa. Lisa says, leave Veronica alone now.
Well, what John is saying is true. If you start talking about cheating and side chicks, you don't even need a microphone.
I didn't even see that.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw the
Oh,
bell
no, you
against the
don't
wall.
have the right to touch it.
Throw this bell against the wall on that
Pause.
one.
Pause. I ain't got the right to touch it. Pause. No Diddy.
Shouts out to Mr. Carl Goodson. He says 48 years and love only grows slowly but sweeter. So him and his wife been together for 48 years. Shouts out to Mr. Carl Goodson and his lovely wife. So I wanted to touch up on what you said about, getting out in the streets and stuff with the podcast. This is definitely something that, that I've been talking about for a very, very long time, getting out, doing the show like in different locations and having an audience and all that. It takes time. And, by me so busy and doing so many different things, like that has really cut off a lot of my focus on the tea. And I do apologize to you guys because I know that you all spend a lot of your time as well, with the show. But we're gonna get it together. Victor and I had a conversation last week, I think it was,
Yes.
about that, and we're gonna get it together, and we're gonna bring it to you. And I just don't want to get out there and then it stop. Like when we start, I want it to be like full force. When I start something, I want to go all in. So when it's time to, I know you're going to say something crazy.
So you said
Just saying, like,
you want to go full force, and when you get something, you want it all in. So we might have to take a pill for all that, because at our age, you're gonna have to do a little something to get full force and it to get all in. So we gonna need some help.
all right. On that note, we are going to bring the show to you guys out on location live soon. Soon. All right. Because
And
I
our
think that would be
equipment
a
man
good
is
thing.
looking forward to it. Herman said he's ready to
dear.
get out there.
Because, Herman is busy as well. It takes a lot when you're, trying to, move things, and you got lighting, you got all the equipment that have to be moved. You have, mics, computers, all that stuff that comes into play when you want a show done right. So
Facts.
it definitely takes a lot of time. So we thank y'all so much for all of your support each and every Tuesday. And we hope once we get out there live on location that you guys will show us that same amount of support that you do here each and every Tuesday. So thank y'all so much. Are y'all ready for the email letter?
Yes, we are. I was wondering why you didn't want to switch the camera back to you. You just want to stay in the shot with me.
Yes.
Yeah. I understand.
Listen, Stevenson, let me tell you really quick about that. So he says, you sound like you are about to be like Whoopi Goldberg. Like, no lie, like y'all know, like my voice have not been the same since April 11th. And I remember that date because it was 2 days before my sister's 50th birthday party. So I woke up with a sore throat on the 11th of April. Like for a week after that, like my voice was like like I sound like a little boy. My voice is just now getting back right, but it comes and goes. Like yesterday, I think I sound fine. I kind of sound like myself, my normal voice. Today is back to this raspiness. So I don't know what's going on. And I think you had said something about that.
Yeah,
too,
I'm
Victor.
having to talk over myself. So I'm for me to sound like I normally sound, I have to push it out,
Yeah,
and I'm having to speak from here, not here. So
right.
yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. So I don't know if I gave it to you or you
Probably.
gave it to me. But yeah, it's been some shit.
Yeah, like over a month. I know mine definitely was my sinuses. Like this pollen has really got to me this year. I went to urgent care on the 14th. I think that was that Sunday. And that's when the doctor told me that, yes, it's my sinuses. And she gave me some antibiotics and all that. And it's like my voice has not been, there's so much stuff going on in the air nowadays. You don't know what is what. Like, it's scary. Well, I'm here. I feel fine. It's just my voice isn't completely back to normal. You know what Steven said? I thought I missed you. I really did. But now I'm like, oh, he's back and he's getting on my last nerves. Anywho, so let's get into this email letter quickly, guys. Are y'all ready? Thank y'all for all of you who are just now joining us. Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. All right. So
Shouts out to Noah Lee Johnson. I surely hope Veronica's voice changed because of the weather and not because of that milk of meat with the bow tie.
Mile of meat.
Mile of meat, excuse me. My eyes are getting really bad. And one thing I will say, I was talking shit looking at all these pictures on Facebook. I'm like, why these people got all these blurry ass pictures on Facebook? They must be got shitty cameras. And my daughter was like, Dad, these pictures are clear. And I was like, oh shit, here we go.
Get your glasses.
Yeah, I need to start wearing them.
Hello, Noah. Anywho, so let's get into it. So she says, get right into it. I'm so burnt out in this marriage. So she says, when you have done all you can do to make someone happy, what else is there left to do? My husband makes really good money and he thinks that is all it takes to keep me happy. I'm a stay-at-home mom of our 3-year-old daughter. When I first met my husband 9 years ago, he said I did not have to work and that he will take care of all the bills.
Sound like Victor wrote this letter, but keep going.
I did just that. I stayed at home. I've never been a lazy girlfriend nor wife. I take care of the cooking, the house cleaning, groceries, planning family vacations, and everything in between. The only thing my husband does is work and pay bills. Some of you are probably saying that sounds like a great life and asking what is the problem. The problem I'm dealing with is the attitude when he comes home from work and he doesn't feel the need to make time for me in the bedroom. My husband has a terrible attitude, and every single time I ask him what is wrong, he says he had a long day at work. I keep telling him that his daughter and I don't have anything to do with that job, and that he should leave his work problems at work. I know he has a stressful job from the stories he shared with me, but he has to know when to shut it down, which is at the door. Some nights he go to bed without eating because he's worrying about what's going to take place at the job the next day. A lot of times after I get our daughter to bed, he is already asleep and will get mad if I try to wake him up. I try so hard to be romantic and to do things to surprise him. I had my parents watch our daughter one night. He came home to rose petals on the floor with candles burning because I knew he had a rough day. I wanted to do something to relax his mind. When he walked in the house, he asked, why did I do all this when I know what kind of day he was having? He kissed me and said he was sorry, but he was tired and going to bed. That thing crushed me so bad. It's like he doesn't appreciate the things I do. I'm really asking myself now, would you choose money over happiness? I know I can provide for my daughter but I don't want to be a single parent. I want our daughter to be raised in a 2-parent household, but I am tired of not feeling appreciative. I can't even get a compliment from my own husband. Money or happiness? That is the question at this point. Am I wrong? What else is he bringing to the table besides money to pay the bills? I need way more. I need more attention. I need my husband. I need the man I first met. So she had a few questions in there. And, I think I'm going to turn it over to you guys first. I can speak from a female's. I'll kick it off if y'all want. Or do y'all want to go first? I do feel like we think that you men are superheroes. We do feel like you all shouldn't get tired at times. We feel like you all shouldn't tell us no. We feel like we should always be told yes, and everything should go our way. I can say that. At times, we do feel like that. I feel like she's saying the question is, at this point, wait, what was the question? Money over happiness. I said this before on the show. You have to do more than pay bills at the house. You have to show that you love me. You have to, you should do things with me. You should want to, okay, we go to the movies every 3 or 4 months. We go bowling every 6 months. What, like, hold my hand, rub my hand, do something. Show that you care about me. Just don't work. Make the money to pay the bills and then think that's it. You have to show more. It's more than just money to me. And I'm going to turn it over to you guys. And I'll be back with more. So who wants to go first, Victor or Fatim?
Go ahead.
All right, so this is one I've learned now. This is one I'm agree to disagree. I have no idea what Victor's going to say, but I have a funny feeling we're going to be on opposite ends of this. But I'm not going to debate it because it's how you feel in your perspective. I hate that you give the extreme about money because you need money, and and when you have a good job, you want to appreciate what that person brings to the table. But I also feel that there's a balance in relationships. This is relationship, relating in a marriage that it is give and take. And this man does have a very stressful job, so he does get the benefit of the doubt because she says that. But at the end of the day, he has to also realize, yeah, I'm doing everything to provide for my family because that's the number one. That might have been how he was raised. I take care of the family, and to me, that brings me happiness. But at the end of the day, when I come home, I'm just exhausted, and I can't give you where my tank is empty. And this is where you both, if you want her to understand that he's doing this and he's doing that kind of job and she should sacrifice, then it's going to take some time for him to sacrifice. I'll give you an example. If he's coming home, so if you plan the vacations, make sure you put in some time. He should, at the end of the day, on the weekend, he recoup on one day, and then another day, there needs to be some type of compromise there. I know some of you don't like that word, but to me, in a relationship, it should not just be totally one-sided. So this is not one that I'm going to debate because everybody's going to have their opinion. But for me, I think I would be scared that if my wife was complaining that I couldn't give her the time because I'm working all the time, I don't believe in that. Unfortunately, my mother used to tell my father, you work your ass off and this job will be here when you're gone. And my father finally woke up and he didn't quit his job. He just started to put more time into the family and he juggled it better because he realized what she was saying is right. He didn't quit it, but he gave her more time and gave me more time, came to my games where he wouldn't come to my games. Mm-hmm. He didn't do those things, but he realized, look, it's not just about always working. It's about my family too. That's important to me as well.
So this is my thing with her selfish ass. From what all I heard was what the fuck she want. This man goes to work and pays for, if he didn't go to work and make the money, she wouldn't be able to cook, clean, and take care of her daughter. She's a stay-at-home mom. So he is providing you a lifestyle in order for you to sit home and complain about him not giving you the attention that you oh so seek. But like Brittany says, are you asking him what he wants? And T. Nitty says she should get a job so she can be tired too. When you working at these stressful ass jobs, I don't think the stay-at-home people realize the stress that you have, because I cannot go to this job and stress to these people exactly how I feel, because if I do, I could be subject to lose my job. Now we ain't got shit because you at the house sitting up with your feet up, cooking and cleaning. You planning vacations with my damn money. Does this man even want to go on vacations? We don't know this. All I heard was everything that you complaining about. Everybody in the comment section saying he got somebody else. I don't think he does. All I think is this man is tired of looking at her do nothing.
But he asked her not to work.
And I get that. And a lot of us say shit in the beginning that we really don't forward think about. I'll tell you this. One of the greatest things with my first 3 kids was that their mother didn't work and she stood home and took care of them. That was the downfall of our relationship, because I looked at her as less of a person. I looked at her as a dependent, not an equal. She was no longer my equal. She was just like one of them kids because all she was doing was this. But that's exactly what I asked for. I asked you to stay home. So in 2024, stay-at-home mom means that don't mean you don't do anything. You can do drop shipping. You can have a work from home job. There's so many other things you can do from the crib and take care of your child. But to just sit back and plan vacations with my money, man, you can go ahead with that shit, Dabo.
See, that's exactly why I turned down that offer when it was offered to me to not work. I take care of all the bills, which he did, but you don't have to work. No. And the reason why is because what you just said. Don't look at me less than a person. And not saying that all men does that to their women who they, have at home and not working, but don't make me feel less than a person. I don't want to have my hand out. Oh, I need gas money. Oh, I want to get my hair braided. Or, I want to go with my girls, the girls' night out. Can I borrow $100 or whatever? Like, I didn't want to be in that position. And even to this day, that's why I work for what I have and what I want. Like, I don't want to have to depend on someone. Will it be nice to have, someone that is, spending a little change on me? Yeah, I mean, everybody,
Why
not
can't
saying
we have the
everybody.
same thing?
I'm not saying that y'all can't, because I don't mind spending money on the man that I'm with. I don't mind that. But I'm just saying, like, it feels good for everyone to have someone that, will do something for them from time to time. Even, you living together, that part feels nice. You have someone there that's supporting you. I don't want to be that person where I have to ask you for gas money, or, I'm getting a allowance every week from you. I don't want to be that person.
So, I'm not going to, again, that's your opinion. And I was about to say, well, my late wife stayed home, but I forgot one thing. Before I met her, and when I first met her, she was working. The last company she was working for was a company called ADP, which processes checks and stuff like that. So she was working. And I was like, when she got pregnant and we had our first child, I was like, well, if you don't want to work, you don't have to work. But she felt like she wanted to bring something to the table. But because she's worked over her lifetime, when I met her, remember, she had sickle cell. So first she was disabled, so she got SSI. But then she applied for Social Security, her benefits, Social Security disability. So she had the age, but she had the disability. So she did get a check. So it was not about allowance. Oh, I did have to give, because that check supplemented certain things. Again, I didn't really want her to contribute to the household, because that check wasn't what I brought to the table, but she wanted to feel like she was contributing. So she contributed. Okay, you pay the light and the gas, because the light and the gas in New York, where we were, it just wasn't that expensive at that particular time. It was, and we got the best of the both worlds, because she got a chance to raise our children. She got a chance to school them. She got a chance to take part in after school and doing the school thing. She got a chance to do that. She got a chance to join sickle cell organizations to help do different things. So she had a life, but she did have money of her own as well. But I enjoyed that. I don't think this woman is totally selfish. I think that if I'd have wrote the letter, I would have been much more compassionate towards my husband. But she does have her needs too, and if it's to the point that if her concerns and her needs are not expressed, and some of them are not met, that's not fair. That's a one-sided relationship.
My boy John says, ma'am, you got a man that pay all the bills and you ain't working. Honestly, you can't even fix your lips to complain, and you need to know this is when you got a man that pay all the bills. It leaves very little room for complaints. Basically, you ain't going to have it every way you want. And then Lois comes behind him and says at this point they're roommates that share a child, and sounds like he is an absentee father in his own damn house. I can't say that he is or he ain't, but in that case, and I'm not making excuses, but in a sense I am too. If I have to supplement your income because you have none, that means every hour of the day that is possible for me to work, I need to do it. So if they have enough money to go on vacation, then I'm taking it that this guy is actually out there getting it instead of just doing the bare minimum just for them to scrape by. So I feel like if they don't go on vacation, she'll damn complain too. So,
I'm not gonna say that. I mean, why? I don't feel like she's necessarily sitting around the house like complaining to him each and every day, because I don't think she would have wrote this letter. So I feel like this letter is just a way of her letting it out, I should say. But what is wrong with her wanting these answers? Hopefully, and she did say that she spoke with her husband. She did say she asked him, and you should leave work stuff at work. And I know it's not. Let me finish. I do know that that's not easy, because I used to do that same thing. I used to do that same. I used to bring home my work headaches to the house, and it made it stressful in the household. So I know that can definitely be done.
So when you brought your work stresses to the house, what was you saying? You were talking about work to your spouse, right?
No, I wasn't saying anything. I just came home with an attitude.
Okay, so me being a person who works and understands that, there's got to be some leeway. There's got to be some leeway. And I understand how that feels. My space is my garage. Well, if I'm sitting out there, that's the place that nobody comes out there. And I understand that everybody doesn't have a space that they can decompress in, or the drive from the job is not enough
Definitely.
time to decompress sometimes. And I get that. But if I cannot be with my woman and express my frustrations at the job to you, then we shouldn't be together.
But how often are you going to express yourself to me? Are you ever going to let yourself down where we can have a moment where I'm able to put our 3-year-old to bed and you be intimate with me? Is it ever? Because at this point, it seems like he's not even there. Like, he don't want to see her. He don't want to spend quality time with her. He don't want none of that. So something else is going on.
I don't know if something else going on, because Victor is.
And
almost,
I'm not even saying another woman.
I'm not saying that.
Else, like mentally, like something else. Something else draining him.
I'm not gonna sit there and say that. Because Victor is almost that example. Victor is that example. If that man in this letter, to that degree of working, he I've seen this man, Victor. Oh, they call me, I'm going to work, and I've seen that, and I can't knock this brother. That's why I commend him. But see, it's choices, y'all. I watch. See, my father's older than Victor, and but I saw, like, my father-in-law, I saw the Victor types, my father-in-law types through my father. And I had this conversation with my father. I said, Dad, you work all the time. He said this to me, and I clicked. He said to me when I was 17, if you don't want to work like this, take your ass to school. Go out there and put yourself in a position that you don't have to work like this. You don't have to slave, because he said what it was. You don't have to slave at this job to make the pennies, because I don't make enough. I got to go sell this to make ends meet, and this, that, and the other. I looked at that. I went to school. So it was not till I got into a relationship I realized I'm not going to work all the time, Victor and Veronica. I'm not going to work all the time. I will provide, but I will put myself in a job position to make money. I'm going to continue to go up that ladder of making money and be blessed, so that I can give myself quality time. When I can give myself quality time, when I get in a relationship, I can give my wife, my significant other, quality time. That was my outlook, and my goal in life. So it comes down to your choice.
Yeah, definitely comes down to his choice. And sometimes you be careful what you ask for.
That's true.
Because you asked this lady not to work.
Yep.
And now it seems like it's biting him in the butt.
I got to stand on it. I got to stand on my choice.
So, I mean,
that's why I say she asked the question, is she wrong? I don't think you're wrong for raising these issues. I think, that's it. Money over, see, now this is the problem, right? Is it money over happiness? And see, this is where Victor, I can't argue with Victor on this, because if you got the money but you ain't got the happiness, but now you got the happiness, he wants to be all over you and all he wants to do is bend you over when he come home, but you ain't got the money, then you ain't happy. So see, that's where Victor said, that's why I said I'm not going to debate him, because this is the glass half full and the glass half empty. So I understand both perspectives, but I do say you need to give quality time, because when you're not happy, it causes other things to happen, and that's all I can tell you.
So what my issue is, and I don't know her what their track record is, but I will say this: we can have a 5-year run that everything was going good, and we can go 43 days of just complete turmoil, and we be ready to call it fucking quits, because these 43 damn days in a row was just something fell off. But we forget the 5-year run that we had. And I'm not pointing at her, because I'm a victim of it too. So all I'm saying is, ma'am, sit back and look at the entire package of your relationship from the first day you met this man until the time you get your answer from us tonight. And if it was 51% of that time you was unhappy, leave his ass. That's all I'm gonna say.
Because she got needs, and I'm not gonna sit because he's making the money and he's paying all the bills that her needs need to go out the window. She's a person. She is a person at the end of she's a person. And I'll be honest with you, he asked you not to work. Now you can backfire this and say, you know what, I brought these issues to you and I'm not getting the quality of life, I'm going to work. Now, what he don't own her. So if she says, you know what, I'm gonna get out this house, we're gonna take this child to daycare because I'm gonna bring in some more money. I'll help pay this daycare bill. I'm gonna have a quality of life because I brought this to you, and you feel like you're not listening and you're not even willing to give a little. Now I'm gonna take a little bit more control of my life. I'm going out there to get a job.
Well, I don't know who's gonna pay that first week of daycare bill because she ain't got no damn money.
Well, she'll work it out. She got family. She gets family to watch that baby, a child, or
just
children.
Like she got
right.
the parents to watch
Exactly.
so that she can be romantic with him that night.
There you go. Damn right.
All right, so before I'm gonna get the comment, let's talk about some romance.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you in the mood don't necessarily mean I'm in the mood.
Oh, most definitely.
So this whole spontaneous thinking that you got rose petals on the floor, you don't know what kind of day I had. So basically that comes along the lines of me and my 12.5-hour relationship that I got to have. So throughout the day, if we doing good, I'm texting you, letting you know, hey, well, how you feeling today? 11:30, whatever. Woot de woot. So we getting a feel of each other, what I'm walking in the door to. So there are days that I'm covered with black liquor and I smell like death. I don't want to come home to no rose petals. I'm serious. I don't want to come home to no rose petals on the ground and I got swamp ass and shit. I don't feel sexy, nor can I wash that shit off of me. So I don't think y'all realize, some of the corporate people realize, those of us who turn wrenches all day long, there's some days that it's like I'm forcing myself to be intimate with you because I don't.
Let me just say this, Veronica.
Because I feel dirty and everything else happened that day.
Let me just say this, Veronica. She didn't do that for herself that night. She did it for him because of the day he had. Just like you, Victor, you turning these wrenches and this, that, and the other. I'm looking out for my man.
I don't want to have sex if I...
No. She did the rose petal. I want to relax my man. I want to take care of my man. I want him to feel that he's appreciated. So when you come home and you come on the rose petals, I run you a bath. I give you a massage. If it turns into intimacy is still that intimacy without having sex. It's to the point that I give you this massage and you're so tired, you go to sleep and she's happy, but she wants to do that for you through her appreciation. What's wrong with that?
So once again, I just said, when I come home from a long day at work, I don't want to be bothered. That's my and some women need to realize every man does not want to be intimate with his woman after if I'm tired. The last thing I want you to do is touch me.
Okay. But according to her, that's like every day he comes home.
Exactly.
Every day he comes home.
Got to be some give and take. Got to be some give and take in a relationship. It got to be some give.
So what's he giving to in this relationship from that letter?
Let's say if if this was reversed because
Okay. Okay.
y'all can agree with this because y'all have said this. If you're not getting satisfied at home, your eye is going to turn the other way to someone else. So this
You
man,
ring the bell on that one, damn it.
That's
You're
right.
right.
so
You're
this
right.
man never ever
Mhm.
have time for his wife when he come home.
She
She
better go.
took the time to send the child off
Say it.
with her parents
Mhm.
so that she could have a romantic night with him because she knew what kind of day he was having. He was having a rough day at work.
But what is
So
ahead.
she made it. She said rose petals and candles was burning. Like, shouldn't that kind of like
Set-
feel like that
No,
should have set the
Relaxing,
mood?
a relaxing
Like,
atmosphere.
instead, he's like, "What do you do all this for?
Exa-
You know what kind of day I had. I'm going to bed. Going to give me a forehead kiss. You know what that forehead kiss means?
Kiss my ass.
So once
That's what it
again,
means.
I don't y'all not realizing every man ain't like him. Every man ain't like me.
That's true.
Every man ain't like him. What I'm telling you is after a long day of work, I'm talking about my muscles are aching. Don't touch me.
You.
Me.
Yeah.
And there are some guys that feel this way. After I've been working hard and I come home to see all these rose petals on the ground that I paid for, you're
That
taking
you asked me not to work. Go
that
ahead.
we can go that far with it. You got the kid at your parents' house. So now I'm already like, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm 43 or however long they is.
Sure, you should be ready.
My arms are, but see, you know what the problem is? I want to, but see, this is the thing. I want Fatim to spend one day of work with me and see how you feel right after that. Because it's easy to sit in air conditioning all day and not do anything and go home and fuck all night long. But, excuse me. But because I'm being real.
That's what it is.
But,
Go ahead.
but when you pulling on 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 3 inch, you know what I'm saying, wrenches all day long, and you got a 1 inch impact with a 2 3/4 socket on the end of it, and it's steady ramming you all damn day long, and you putting all these bolts in. I'm telling you, you do not feel like picking up your big ass when I get home.
Even if I rub on your butt.
I don't want you touching me because my body hurts. I don't think y'all get how big these tools that some of
Okay,
these
okay.
men out here
So
work
oh, wait, hold on. So Victor, we take that in consideration.
We
We no. You just gave it. No, we, me and Veronica, we take that in consideration. What you just said, we take that in consideration because we don't do your job, so we can't empathize with you. Then, what do you do to deal with some of her issues, my brother?
So honestly, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you, her issues is not important. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
What?
Her issues
Your
ain't
rela-
important.
and then your relationship could be possibly over. You know that.
I mean, it
Why
doesn't-
wouldn't
Or she's
I-
gonna do whatever she needs to do.
What? Then she does it.
Right.
But when I say that, me being the breadwinner in this relationship, my physical health is keeping our lifestyle together. So jumping on top of you instead of getting some sleep is not a priority. Because if you still want to keep your job, your jobless job at home, the best thing for you to do is to feed me and let me go to sleep.
So you don't have 2 minutes.
I don't have, listen, y'all don't get it. I think you don't get it. You ever seen that little video where the women had to pretend like they was humping a pillow just to see how it felt? Like, there's no way I have the energy
missed that
after all these days to be picking your big ass up. No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to do that, and I'm not going to do that.
Sound like y'all in the damn field. I noticed that they picked cotton, put in tobacco, and still had children and had time to be intimate back in the day. And that was more slave labor than all the kind of work y'all do today. But it is what it is today. I just don't believe in it. I'm sorry. I hear what Victor's saying because I saw my father slave. And I hear what Victor's saying, but he also gave my mother time. He took my mom's out to eat, or if he knew Friday night, he said, you know what, you ain't got to cook tonight, babe. I'll bring something home. Those are the things I'm talking about, because he's tired. He is tired. But for me, I noticed that is give and take, and once a relationship becomes one-sided, either the other person that is not happy becomes complacent and is going to stay and just have to deal with their unhappiness, or they're going to complain and bitch and stay, or they can complain and bitch till they get out of it. So you have options there, and this is what this one, and the young lady's torn. She's torn because she says she don't want to bring up her child. And see, that's principle. We talk about principle of trying to bring up a child in a two-parent household. But we also talked about if that household isn't healthy, and because it's just about him paying bills and money, but it's not happiness, then what kind of relationship do you have? Mm-hmm. And if she says she can take care of that child, then she has to make a decision. And if that decision is that you got to walk away for your sanity and your happiness, and he's that kind of good father, I bet you his ass, if he's a good father, I bet you he has fine time to put in the time with his child now when you're not in that household. See, that's what I'm saying. Once you think sometime that, oh, I'm tired, this, that, and other, and then when that person leaves and the child is not there, then you realize, God damn it, I worked too hard. Maybe I should have put a little bit more value here into the family, because it didn't take that much to put in, because she wasn't asking that much. She was just asking for a little bit more time.
And that's true. And that goes back, and then we're going to get to our guest that just sat down. So that wasn't, what you just said, yes. And it's going back to what Stevenson is saying. Stevenson says, bull crap, Vic. After a hard day at work, all I want is my lady at home to show me some affections. Being the breadwinner is one thing, but you don't have to be so damn selfish either towards her, because you don't have to be selfish towards her either, because, hell, a full-time mother, that's hard work too. And absolutely.
Man, Stevenson don't pull on no riches like I pull on them damn riches.
But
he don't do that.
But
and he know that shit.
Being a full-time mother is hard work as well.
Love you, bro.
So we do have Herman Chapman, CMG Studios, sitting down with us tonight. Okay, Herman, what are your thoughts on this?
I understand what Victor's saying, because I do physical manual labor. You know, I'll be crawling in ceilings, crawling under a house, building this, turning wrenches on cars. Everybody that know me, I'm a little bit of everything. And I have those moments where I have come home, I don't want to be bothered. Just don't want to be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn what going on. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to turn on TV, take me a shower, lay down, I'm done. Some nights it's like that, The idea.
You said some nights are like that. Not every night, but some nights, right?
But the thing I wanted to say to that is, it's a run. Eventually, I'm gonna get a break.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I'll get a break. You just got to rough this out.
And I said that. If you got a 5-year run and we went 43 days, don't judge our relationship on this patch right here. It's going to get better.
So
give me that. Time.
So I have to wait when you get ready.
Huh?
I have to wait until you get ready.
Well, you wanted to have sex with the rose petals, and I didn't ask for that then. I understand that sometimes spontaneous does sound great in the mind, but to somebody who actually has a physical job, sometimes I need to know, hey, man, we fucking tonight. I need to know that sometimes.
Or she can solve that issue, just wake him up with something.
There you go.
But she even said when she tried to wake him up, he get mad. That's what she said in the letter.
Well, he'd be mad for a little while. Well, he ain't gonna be mad too long.
I mean, like, when it's time for him to get up with him.
So why do I have to do everything on your time?
I got to pay the bills on your
Just
time.
Just because you pay all the bills. Why do I have to do everything when Victor is ready? When Victor is ready to go out,
a one-sided relationship is not going to work.
Ask her to switch roles.
It's not about switching roles.
Why not?
It's not about just switching roles, y'all. It's about having compassion for both sides. She should have compassion for him, and I agree with that. But he should have some compassion for her as well.
So y'all ain't got no compassion for him?
I just said. I just thought it. That's the first thing came out my mouth.
What-
She should have compassion for
So what do you
him.
feel compassion about to him though? Because you ain't.
I said that.
Y'all complaining about him. What
No,
do you,
no. We said we have compassion, but if this is a Victor, I'll plane this out. She should have compassion that he's working all the time, but this one-sided relationship ain't gonna work, bro, and it's not going to work. He's working all the time. She gives into that. She says that she tries to understand, but none of her needs are met or addressed or concerned with. That's a problem.
what's his need? What's needs of his is being met right now?
Bottom line, all his needs.
What?
He goes to work.
Yep.
He goes to work.
Yep.
He comes home.
Mhm.
He goes to sleep.
Yep.
She don't want to really be bothered.
She do the same thing. So go ahead.
But the bottom line is,
Tell me what his needs
His-
are being met. Because if you say taking care of the kid, that's both of their child. If you say
didn't say
cleaning,
that. you asked me a question.
I understand. So I'm gonna answer the question like you do me before we even get that far. Everything that she's doing for the both of them. The only person that's putting out is him because he is providing money for her.
That he
You're
asked her
totally,
not to.
you're totally wrong, and you're totally biased.
How?
If you're gonna say that the only one that is putting out because he's doing the physical labor and paying the bills, and she's not taking care of the house and taking care of the kids and making sure food is on the table and going to the grocery and making sure his laundry is done, that's bull crap. And that's one-sided, and I hate that say this, that's male chauvinist.
So what?
Let me say.
And what is she
Damn
doing?
right, that's male
Well,
chauvinist.
what is she doing?
She's taking care. I just named what she's doing.
What?
She's taking care of the house. She's taking care of the house. She's taking care of the kids. She's taking care of the laundry.
His house. She's taking
His house, and they married. His house.
exactly.
His house.
So it's hers.
It's theirs.
There.
Okay,
It's
so
theirs.
she's taking care of their house.
Their
okay,
house.
their house. So that's together,
that he
right?
plays. That he pays.
That he's pays. That
That
he's
he
paid
asked
for.
me
That he
not
asked me
work.
to do.
All right. So y'all want to keep holding on to that?
Yes, because he the one started this. You
So,
asked
so
him
if you
not
don't
to
feel
work.
good, then get a damn job.
Oh, hold on.
I said.
Hold on,
That's
check
what
this
I
out. No,
said.
she ain't got to do that. She ain't got to do that. Know what she do? Before she make a decision, check online and see how many single women out there struggling.
But she
Before,
said she.
before you cross that damn line,
But she said
check
she.
out their online. See how many women are complaining about having to do it all.
Right. But she also said that she.
All right,
But
don't
she
sign
also.
up for that bullshit.
But she also said that she could take care of herself and that child if she chooses to, and you can't sit there and say you don't
talk
know
about-
that.
She
You
say
listen.
that she
You
ain't got
listen
no
to
job.
somebody who.
No,
listen,
you don't say you. I'm just
listen
saying.
listen to what she is. She is a woman that hasn't been working.
But because she stopped because of him,
She
she was a
hasn't
woman that
been working.
She was a woman that did
How
work.
long has she not been
I
working?
don't know. But she's been a woman that has worked.
Okay.
So what was she
She
making?
stopped
I
working.
have no idea.
She stays home.
Because he asked her.
She don't have no income.
Right now.
She ain't got no place to
and
stay.
And she can go get a goddamn job.
Will
What
it
the
be
hell?
enough?
What the hell are you
Will
thinking?
it
She's
be enough?
handicapped?
Will
You
it
think
be-
she's handicapped?
Will it be enough?
Hell yeah.
How do we
Yeah.
know? How do
It
we
won't
know?
be
We don't
enough.
know what she makes.
won't be
We don't
enough.
even know what kind of career she has.
She ain't got no damn career.
See, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying. That's
because
that
you know
male
what? She
chauvinist
won't
bullshit
know why
y'all
she ain't got no
talking.
career.
That's that
Nobody-
male chauvinist bullshit.
nobody gives
I'll
up
take
their
both y'all
career.
motherfuckers
When
off.
she walk
But
out
you
the door,
losing.
Yeah, it ain't about
losing.
losing because y'all
Nobody
just
gives
downing
up.
the woman
Nobody
like she
gives-
can't
fuck
stand on
her.
her own.
Fuck her.
Oh yeah, see,
That's what I'm saying.
Let the
Fuck
real
her.
come out, Veronica. There it go. That's
Sorry,
it.
no.
That's how y'all look at women.
So the main thing when I'm saying fuck her is because it is. You
How
sit
y'all look at women.
because you want to sit here and you want to down this man for providing for his family. But at the end of the day, nobody gives up their career. Not one person I can name will give up their career. You will give up a job, but not your damn career. So if she can go back out there and get a job like that, then do that.
And that's what I said. And that's going to be
But
my
I don't
advice
think
at the
not
end of the
one
letter.
person out there, if this man's been working all this time, that's been removed away from the workforce for at least 3 years, I say 4 years, can go back out there and get a high-paying job that damn fast. It ain't happening. Not around here, it ain't.
You have to be really, like, really
a
skilled.
doctor.
Yeah, you would have to be a really skilled person to pull that kind of.
You can't do
You
that.
just can't just bounce back out there and just expect that. That's why I'm saying this woman need to really do her research before she cross that line, because you might step out there and you might write a check.
If
you
she's
wait,
not,
wait,
if she's not, I'm gonna say this again to
Ain't
both
got
of
nothing to
y'all.
do with
I'm gonna say
happiness right now. You gotta be about
say this.
logic.
I'm gonna say this again.
What makes sense?
I'm gonna say making sense. If she's not happy and this is not a healthy relationship, what's the purpose of staying in
Yeah,
an
leave.
unhealthy relationship?
I gotta
Hell with y'all.
Yeah,
I
leave.
hell with y'all. Damn right I would leave.
I'm not gonna be assed out with no kid out here in the street.
She may not be asked out. She may do better, brother, and may get a better man that fits her lifestyle.
Exactly. Now
That's fine.
I'm gonna say
That's
this.
fine.
You,
On Wick.
but why? Why does she have to be on what you call it, public?
She has no job right now.
She can get one. She can
Really?
get it. She can
Yeah,
get a job.
straight to the
It may,
pockets.
listen, it may not be the job that she wants, but if she really wants to leave this man and find happiness in her life, she can go get a job. I don't care if it's at Walmart, Kmart, that's not even here no more,
Vic,
Target, wherever.
women
For
give
somebody,
women
somebody
bad advice. That's
Somebody, you can call it bad advice if you want.
Y'all
but
do.
my thing is, if this lady
'Cause it's
want
all
to
based on your
if
feelings.
this lady want to get out what she's in, she will take whatever
Oh.
job she can right now to get away from this man.
Wait. You said she's into what? She's all into her feelings? What the hell is the man into then, damn it? He's all into
He's
his
into
goddamn
work.
feelings.
He's into work.
He's into his feelings as
So I'ma
well.
ask y'all this. I
He's
want to ask
doing-
y'all this one question. I want to ask y'all a couple questions.
And don't
To,
think I haven't.
to, the,
Go
to, the,
ahead.
to the left, I need to know what's the median income of Florence, South Carolina.
I'll look it up.
All right.
I'll look it up.
Then I want you to find me a job that while you're looking all this up, find me a job that covers that medium income, and then who's hiring immediately? on this-
Bucky's.
Bucky's ain't hiring like that.
That's what.
You have to have a look. They advertise it, but apply to Bucky's.
$31,089.
So
Median
so
income.
then all right, 31,000. So then I need for you to find me an apartment that's ready to rent, some
She go
furniture.
stay with her parents.
Man.
Now she ain't no woman. Now she sound like a damn another. Now she
Oh, so
mooching
now-
off of them.
So you're not a woman or a man if you go stay with your parents until you get on
You
your
wasn't
foot,
the- you wasn't the
until
man
You get on your feet. You're not a woman or a man.
You wasn't the
because-
man if you couldn't cook last week. So you
No, I
definitely.
didn't say I didn't.
I
want a
didn't
man.
say you. I didn't say you.
That's coming to me. That's
Yeah,
fine.
you-
I said
he
it was
wasn't
a
the man
sign.
if he
Yeah, I
couldn't
know what I said. Damn it! If you can't cook, I said it's not about cooking. About and remember, I tweaked what I said, but I'll stand
we
by.
got it
I'll
exactly.
stand by what I said. That you a sorry ass if you're going to invite somebody over for dinner and you ain't got the utensils, the pots, and the pans, and make it seem. I said that last week, and I stand on that.
I need for you to find me an apartment, a
Hey.
job, right now in order for
Would
this
she be?
woman to move out.
Hold on. Would she be willing to lead a child?
Wait. Say
For
that.
what? He ain't got time to take care of the child.
mean,
Why
but
would
that's
she
his
leave the
child.
child?
I mean, why not?
Why should he?
Why take
He
the child
ain't
out?
got time.
Why take the child out the house?
Because he ain't got time to take care of the child.
You don't know
So,
that.
he
I
can
mean,
No, he ain't got time.
But
to,
if she ain't there, he'll figure
he
it
ain't
out.
got time to
He
give
sure
her a
can.
damn kiss with a forehead kiss. He ain't got time to take care of that child. He's too damn tired to come home and bathe that child and put that child to sleep.
If
Stop
something,
that, man.
if something happened to her, so you think he wouldn't figure out how to take care of his child?
and
Well,
he,
he
and he
should
shouldn't
figure
find
out
out how to take care of his woman.
wife.
Why you can't
Exactly.
figure out how to take care of a wife? What is
Exactly.
wrong with y'all men?
Man,
Y'all
just
come
answer-
from that 1930 thinking, brother.
Bro, we not even close to being born in the 30s. So what you
saying you
talking
think-
about?
I
Yeah,
said
you
that
thinking.
thinking, that's old manhood thinking bull crap.
Oh,
These
hey.
women are career women today.
Well, then go get a
Then
damn
go
career
get
then.
one.
And I'm gonna tell her to do that.
I don't know. Maybe that's that New York mentality or some shit. But I tell you right now, it ain't easy finding no job around here.
No.
It ain't easy.
You-
And to go into it talking about the home, because she's not going to afford the kind of home that she's coming out
I
of.
just said she's gonna take what she can until she get where she want to
That's
be.
foolishness.
And if that's
agree with
taking a job that she don't want at this present time, she's gonna have to do that until she get on her feet.
But listen, okay.
I mean,
but
how-
let me-
get that.
But listen
Right,
to
there
this.
you go.
You're willing to walk out of your home because not of physical abuse, not of verbal abuse. There's not even no abuse. It's just like you're being ignored. Okay, I get it. But you're willing to walk out of that just because you feel like you're ignored.
Yes.
Okay, but you think about it, hindsight, you've been with this person for a long damn time. People go through things, and sometimes you just got to take that ride.
But how long you gotta take that damn ride?
How many times have we not seen women on movies and all kind of stuff. They go through all this, and the man, he be sitting there wondering what's going on. She done shut him down.
Answer my question, brother.
Okay, then.
You put it out there.
Me and ride with her.
No. Answer the question I just put out. How
So
long
why
is the
she
ride?
can't ride with him?
Why you can't answer the goddamn question? How long does she have to ride with him when she's telling him the
still ain't answered
problem
my question
and he
about
is
finding her apartment.
ignoring?
How long
Ignoring.
it takes, that's how long.
No, then damn it, hell no.
Well, where's
because
my
it's,
question about the apartment? You still ain't found the apartment at the job yet, and that was 10 minutes ago.
Can I say
When I want that question answered.
okay. So Victor,
Cause my rental house is 1100.
Victor. So I'm not gonna put it's a family member that came here, had kids, had to do what had to be done, got into it, had a career, so was able to get a job. Because that wasn't too hard, and then had to take a house that was a mobile home. Now, not only after taking the mobile home, now has purchased a house. So at the end of the day, don't say what a person can and cannot do if they're not happy.
The median income was 31,000.
That's
you still
right.
ain't found me no job that pays that.
The nurse,
You still ain't.
a nurse.
So she's a nurse.
Damn right.
What the fuck, man? Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not going. You mean the person that wrote the letter?
Go ahead.
You asked you to find something. So you want to ask a question about a reality, and if I'm answering it from a reality basis, you got to realize that a lot of women
A nurse
have
makes
went to
31,000.
school
A
and
nurse
put
make more than
themselves.
that,
I
but
know.
whatever.
Like, what?
Yeah, they definitely make more than that. Might definitely make more than that. All I'm just saying is that I hear what you're saying, and I agree that there is sacrifice. But if it's not getting better and you can continue to complain, how long does a person have to ride with it if the man is not saying, oh, honey, it's going to get better, or I'm going to try? He's not even willing to say, baby, I'm going to try. And if you're not going to say, I'm going to try, you're basically saying, F
Man,
you how
listen.
you feel.
We got to understand this right here, too. We only got one side of this thing.
Of course we know that.
Yeah, that's only one side, but I
We only
tell
got
you
one
this,
side because,
a nurse can't sit out that long. The nurse, she will lose her hours, so she ain't a damn nurse.
yeah,
We know
let me
that.
use my gavel.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Order in the tea room.
The tea room. This was good volley, though.
Listen, going back to what I said, going back to what you said, how long is it going to take? How long? None of us know the expiration date of our life.
Thank you.
Why do we have to stay in a situation that we're not happy in until that person get ready to come alive and live life and want to spend time with me? How long should I wait for someone to get their life together with me? So I just supposed to be miserable just because
No.
we've been together for so many years? I just suppose, and saying that's what's wrong with a lot of marriages and relationships now. It's one-sided. One person is giving their all and trying to make it work. The other person is just chilling because they know that person ain't gonna leave them. Meanwhile,
who?
this person over here is miserable as heck.
Who's who now?
No.
Whoever. It could be the man. The man could be miserable waiting on the woman to change.
Because she's sitting around.
But
Okay.
You going back to blaming the woman, right?
I'm going back.
Always.
Oh, you know why?
But hold. I
Always.
want to address what
Both
you
ways.
said. I want to address what you said.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying that she should sit there and be miserable. I never said that.
Mm-hmm.
I said she needs to think about what she's going to forfeit.
Or what she may
To go-
gain. Or she may gain
on.
something. Right?
Hey, man, give me a minute. Check this out.
Oh gosh.
All I'm saying to her is
Give me a head.
think about what you may be walking away from, because you've been with this person for so many years. Has it been bad that long? You we only hearing a section of this thing.
That's it.
We don't got no,
But we
no
always-
time
And
And that's
stamp.
what we're going on.
So
And
what
that-
I'm saying to her is think about what you're going to do.
and she's and to the
Because
point that-
because once you cross those type of lines, you might
There ain't no coming back. It ain't no
and that's fine, but it may be greener on the other side, and it may not be greener on the other
Boy,
side.
you talk. We always for the men. You always for the women.
Because at the end of the
But
day,
you
I'm
know
about
a man is always wrong in your eyes.
I'm about happiness. I'm not always wrong about the man. This MFer don't want to give and take
How
something.
do you know she wrote the letter.
Well,
he ain't write shit.
But
I'm,
that's
go-
what-
I'm
I guess
only
the women
going
don't
on what
lie.
was said, so I can't assume anything. We can all assume that she's lying and this, that, and
And
other.
the one
I'm
thing-
only going on what
the
she
one
said.
thing I learned about people is whenever they tell the story, they always tell the story in their favor.
I mean that I'm
Nobody
not,
tells a story to make themselves look bad.
But okay, so but we're going by what this lady said,
Right.
and going back
That's her side.
and going back to
And what if
what
her side is right? What if her damn side is right? What if it's right? No, don't shake your head because you can't answer that. Because it could be wrong, like you said, because they tell it their way, or it could be the way she said it is. So we have to take that in consideration as well. So we take it on face value, my brother, because they took the time to write it.
Don't say we. You
I
taking
took it on face
They
value.
always say she.
I mean, if the shoe was on the other foot, wait a minute. First of all, Fatine has said on this show, if the woman ain't putting out the man, I'm the one that has said what the man will do or what I would do. So don't say this, I always say the man is wrong. I'm dealing with what's right and wrong, and I don't believe in a one-sided relationship to the point that somebody is to the point they're miserable and not happy. That's not a healthy relationship.
And he ain't miserable.
Then dissolve the damn marriage.
No. Is he
I don't
miserable?
know.
Okay then. So
It's
You
not
know
about
what?
saying-
Let's
He seems to be
let's-
miserable with
let's just
that
check this
job.
out. Let's just check this out. Let's check this out. What if in their marriage she picked up weight and he may not be attractive?
Oh, here we
Like
go.
that.
Now we're gonna
I
bang
mean,
it on
yeah,
her, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
hey, y'all got all kind of
But that-
reasons too, right?
Yeah, but he's the one that she's complaining
You're gonna
about
defend
him
the woman,
working.
right? You're gonna defend her, right?
I'm not defending that. I'm saying
to.
that she came in and said that he's
why
working
you
all
won't
the
let-
time.
But why
Wait,
you won't let me finish?
So what do you mean? You said she gained
I
weight.
didn't
How much did
finish.
you what else you want?
But I didn't finish.
Go ahead. She's
Thank you,
bald
sir.
headed too. The fuck? What the hell?
I said maybe the woman.
That's all y'all do. Is
Okay,
y'all
now-
black
Who
women
is
all
y'all?
the two.
Who is y'all?
Yes.
Y'all beat up on the
And-
goddamn
and
women
y'all
all the
all
damn
Beat
time.
up on the
I'm
men
talking
all the
about-
damn
I'm
time.
When they deserve it, I'll beat up on their
trying
ass.
to speak from the man's perspective.
Order in the tea.
I'm trying to speak from the man's perspective. What if the man noticed he picked up weight and he just don't have that type of attraction?
I thought you was finished when you asked and I was responding and you told you let you finish and you said the same damn thing
Man,
because she
goddamn.
didn't because
Just
goddamn
answer the
nothing
question,
because you're making excuses because she's complaining about him working all the time and not giving quality time. What does that have to do
but
with
why the man can't have an issue?
But he could. But the bottom line, that has nothing to do with him working all the damn time.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. See, that's the problem there.
Some men like to work,
So
don't be home with the aggravation.
So let me tell you this. Let's bring it to perspective. The reason why I'm taking this side is because I understand him and I work like that. Y'all don't.
We don't do the physical work.
Wait a minute. Y'all don't put the hours in that we put in.
I put in a lot of hours.
How many hours a day you work?
Thank you. How many?
A lot.
What's a lot? Is it more than 60?
It's not about me. It's about this lady.
Exactly. So that's it's all about perspective. Somebody that puts in 60 plus hours on a weekly basis, I don't want to hear nobody complaining that don't put in 60 plus hours a week about being tired. I'm not saying that y'all jobs are not mentally stressful or physically stressful. I'm not knocking y'all. Basically what I'm saying is I understand as a man when I come home and you've been laying around all day taking care of the kids, I ain't want to hear that shit. And if you want to put rose petals down and all that, I might not be in the mood for that.
Stacy Sellers Dundee says, so what y'all fall out of love if she gains weight? Stevenson says, Brother Fatine, don't get your blood pressure up high with them two dictators, and either that dude or Victor probably even married. That's probably why. Lois comes back and
Stevenson ain't married either.
Lois says,
If we're going to throw shots,
I'm just reading everybody.
you ain't reading to everybody.
I'm reading from. I started
Bullshit.
from a point. Lois said he need to be single. Then Nicole Harris came. We can if we wanted to. Tyrone comes back. Wait now. She admitted that they take trips and spend time. You're doing the most for real, Brother Fatine. Cheryl comes back. I'd rather cry in the Toyota because if I gotta cry in the Benz, I'm gonna be in the Benz with my side dude. And Nicole
He
said,
missed
Ray,
John. He missed John's whole comment. You trying to? I get what
I'm
you're doing, bro.
I'm
We are
reading-
not.
dude.
Listen,
I don't have.
listen,
I don't have YouTube.
Listen.
I don't have YouTube.
All right, hold
All
up,
my
hold up,
videos-
hold up, man.
Don't
hold
accuse
up,
me of
hold up,
something that I'm
hold
not
up.
doing.
Hold up. don't switch the narrative right now. So you trying to run?
I'm
Bro,
just
we
reading
ain't
comments.
We ain't on that. We ain't on that.
Wait a minute.
We not
No,
on that.
why? No, I'm
Not
gonna
on
finish
that.
these comments, bro. Why can't I finish these comments?
We not on that right now. We
Why
ain't
not?
on that.
Why not?
So
Now because it's going against y'all asses, y'all got a problem?
bro.
Okay, it's fine. Go.
Calm down with it, man.
No, because why would you interrupt me on the comments? Why do we
We
don't put
always
that in?
do that to each and one of us.
Because we don't get to the damn comments enough. And Veronica said, I said, I'll read more of the comments time to time. We ignore the people comments out there. Go ahead. Damn.
Thank y'all so much. This is Tangy Tea of Life, where things pop off, as you can see. All the thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to say this again, it doesn't matter how long you've been in a marriage or how long you've been in a relationship. No one should have to live their life miserable by trying to please their significant other. Everyone, both parties should be trying to come together to make whatever it is that's not working work. It shouldn't be one-sided. One person should not be trying to do everything to make the marriage or the relationship work. It takes two people. And I feel like from this lady's letter, she is saying he comes home every single day with an attitude. He never shows her any kind of, like she's worth being his wife. That's what she put. That's what I took from the letter. So my thing is, okay, I get it. You guys have a very, what kind of job you say?
Physically demanding.
Physically demanding job.
Yes.
I get it. But at what point do you take time to appreciate your significant other? At what point? Is it any day of the week that you're going to take time and appreciate that person that you're supposed to love? At any day of the week.
So I'll jump on this first. So every 6 weeks, we shut the paper machine down and we have a digester outage at the same time. Mm-hmm. So it's really stressful. I go to work 4:30 every morning and get off 6, 7 o'clock. Sometimes I come here and we leave here 10:15 for me to get back up at 3 o'clock in the morning. That was one reason why I did not come in last week. Mm-hmm. When I have weeks like that, people in my life will say, well, what happened to you last week? And it's like, I just had to work. I just leave it at that. Mm-hmm. I don't never go into the all the details of how my week went. So things like that, I'm not going to bore you with because she just got finished saying in the letter, don't bring your work home. So if that's being said, I don't do shit like that. So all I'm saying is if you want to know every detail about your man, then say that. If you don't, say that too. So if he ain't in the mood to be around you, then maybe it's because of his job.
How often, when are you going to make time for your significant other? How long are you going to let it go before you make time for your significant other?
Sometimes we can go. I can't give you a definite answer and say every other week. I can't tell you that because I don't know what my schedule is. Work does not dictate my life. Finances do. So if I have an end game and I say by the time I turn 65, I want to have this, and this. And whatever that is what I'm trying to achieve. If you're trying to go on vacation in June, then I need to make sure that we have all this money by February. I don't want to be digging in our savings account to go do this and this and this. That savings account is for a rainy day. So basically what I'm saying is I'll make time when time permits.
So I'm supposed to just sit there and just wait.
You're not supposed to do anything. You're supposed to do you're supposed to do what makes you happy. And if making you happy is doing whatever it is, then I want you to do that.
With you.
If
I want time with you.
And I understand that. But understand that with these vacations being planned, you not working, these groceries, all these other things that I'm having to do is stress upon me.
So when are you going to take time for you? Because when you're dead and gone, this same position that you have at your job is going to be filled probably that next day.
It won't be that next day, but it'll be close.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
When are you going to take time for you?
I take time for me when you start working so I can relax.
But But you
and
asked
take.
me not to work.
And I get that, but like I said in the beginning, sometimes we ask for things not realizing the end game on everything that comes with it. It sounds good to go to work and say, "Man, my wife ain't got to work," and in the back of my mind, I'm like, "God damn, how we gonna pay this next bill?" I understand that it sounds some guys that is a goal of theirs. But if me and you on the same job, I know what you make and I know what I make. We're a union facility, so all us make the same thing. And I'm looking at your lifestyle and I'm looking at mine. I'm like, ain't no way in the hell your wife can sit at home like that.
So because of you telling me not to work,
Mhm.
now that falls back to that's my problem.
It's our problem. It's our problem. Why?
How-
Because now I'm working to supplement your income and you feeling neglected. So this is our problem, not just
a problem that you created.
if you want to put it that way. Yes, I'll say that I created that problem. But at the end of the day, this is our problem.
See, that's why I'm always saying, like, don't start out a relationship how you can't finish it.
That's facts.
Don't say that I can't work, but now you have a problem with me not working. Don't start opening my car door when we first get together, and now you don't want to open my car door. Don't do
Okay.
it. Don't do it. Don't start a relationship how you can't end it. Go ahead, Herman.
So, as a mother,
Mm-hmm.
did you find like joy in being able to just like being able to provide for your son? Just he said he wanted something, been able. You find a joy in that, right?
Yes.
That's what men find a joy in, seeing their family. When they can provide for their family in that manner,
Mm-hmm.
that's their joy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel good that I can provide for my family. My family ain't got to want for nothing because I take care of them. I make sure they're happy,
Mm-hmm.
right? Them cars, the house, the air blowing, that water running, them screens in your face, all that's because I do that for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I get up and I stay at that place 10 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
50 hours a week. Get off work, doing this, doing that, on this place. All weekend I'm working on doing this project, that project. That's why I do it, because I want everybody around me happy.
But okay.
That's what I get the pleasure. I get the pleasure of seeing y'all happy. I can't you got to understand, sometimes just ain't my time. Sometimes I got to do this
Yeah.
because this is what makes all this run.
And I get that. So you are a great provider.
Right.
Great provider. But there's more to that. You can be a great
It's easier
provider.
said than done when you're not the provider.
That's a fact.
You can be a great provider all you want, but there's other things that comes within that relationship, that marriage. You have got to be more than a provider. We as people, and I'm talking about men and women, we need more than just you providing. We need more. Yes, money makes the world go round. We all know that. We all know that we need money to do things in this life.
We'll see.
But I need you to hold me. I need for you to say, you look real nice in that. Or, babe, let's go get some ice cream. Come right back to the house. Like, do something to make me feel important. I get that, yes, you feel good because you're paying all the bills and you taking care of your family. But do you also feel good knowing that your significant other is not happy?
Well, I don't want her to not be happy, but I'm making sure that she's not unhappy, like out here assed out. We can't pay bills. We can't take care of these things. We can't get these kids in these programs. We can't afford nothing. I'm worried about making sure that we can afford the cost of living comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Comfortably.
and I get that too.
And if I can pay for you to sit at home, I want to pay for you to sit at home. I want you to be comfortable. I just want you to make a home for me.
That's
yeah,
it.
but I also want you to make me feel like your wife. I also want you to take care of my needs. And not saying that it have to be like every night or whatever, but like don't go an entire month without touching me.
Well, all I can tell this lady is, listen, be careful. Make sure you check check off all these boxes before you cross that line.
So, I think it's two things I want to say. One thing I will say is I think people missing the point Herman's making. This lady ain't getting abused. This lady's not getting cheated on, and this lady, the only thing is she's not getting enough time right now. And like he said, and it's in the short amount of time.
Time is important.
Time is very important to the both of them, how they spend their time, and I get that. But look at as a man, as a provider, like he said, some of the greatest joys I get is watching my kids enjoy their life off of my blood, sweat, and tears. Watching my old lady look at something and saying, "Ooh, baby, this Coach purse just came out June 2nd. Bam, I'm at the store to get it." I get joy into making other people happy. But there's a lot of times that I go lacking, and I'm cool with that. But when you go lacking, then all of a sudden it's a problem. I'm going to work to fill a void that we have in our relationship. This is the only way I know how to fix it is by providing for us. But the void that you have and the void that I have, they can't meet at the same. We can't fill both of them at the same time because I have to go to work to make this money, and you want me home and spending time with you.
No.
Maybe.
It's not that I want you home. I want you to make me feel special at times. If you like, okay, I get it. You work all the time. You're not going to be in the mood all the time. You're not going to want to be touched all the time. You're not going to want to go places all the time. But my thing is, can you at least make a little effort at one point within 2 weeks or 3?
I get what you're saying, but the worst thing I feel like a man can say to his woman is, "I ain't got it."
So I sat back and I listened, and one of the things from both of you brothers that I do respect, because one thing I will not say to neither one of my brothers sitting here, that y'all are sorry ass men, because y'all are not. Y'all go out there and y'all work and do what you do in the sense of providing for yours, and I will stand up and applaud that. I definitely will. Number two, I don't come just out of radio. I come out of, where I had to do physical work. I had to do 12-hour shifts and 2 jobs, sick wife, children, play softball, go to 2 hospitals when kids in the hospital. But see, I come from a person who my father did what your brothers did. My father did what you did.
I did too.
2 jobs. He was a super part-time. Then he went to a job there. My mother was an alcoholic at one time of her life. My father had to come home, didn't know what was going to happen. He got to come take care of me. He got to go to the PTA meeting because my mother's too drunk to go. Took care of that. Come back there, damn tired, and now got to go deal with a number 6 boiler, if you know what that is. Now they're probably not that. Tubings and things like that runs 3 apartment buildings, 5 stores. Put out garbage for those 3 apartment buildings, and that'll do the recycle again. But he still gave my mother time, took care of me, where he had to pick up the slack for my mother. That's what I come from. So when your brothers, on this here letter, I respect your brothers. But when I hear this and I saw what my father did and where he came from, and they didn't have excuses when his father said, "You got to work and do this," and my father had to balance that and pick up the slack. Yeah, he was tired, falling asleep sometime. He'll come home and fall asleep and warm up the food and burn it up. But he tried. And if this man can't try, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm going hard. Because I come from a man who did what y'all did twice a day. Morning to evening, and then evening to almost damn near midnight. And still took care of the family, still took care of his wife, still was supported while she was drinking. And then when she kicked it, he was still by her side. So I don't want to hear no goddamn excuses. I'm sorry, but I don't come from that.
Your father didn't leave, but you telling this woman she need to leave.
Brother, I said that. I said my father didn't leave. He because at the end of the day, I'm coming from the perspective of the providing part, which y'all are saying. My mom's didn't bitch or moan that she wasn't happy. My father told her not to work. After I was born, my mother never worked. She helped with the part-time super job, but she didn't do no manual labor. She would field the phone calls, call my father. And then when I got of age, I assist my father when I got of age to help because he's done this since I was born. So when I got 15, 16, and 17, damn right I could kick in. But all I'm just saying is y'all are saying that the man is always tired. I'm just trying to say I come from where a man was always tired, but he still gave back to his family, even though he was tired. He still took in consideration to still be supportive to my moms and help deal with me and help with homework when my mother couldn't. So that's why I'm going hard, because I think this man could do a little bit better. Not to say that he's not a provider. I'm just saying that he could. So this woman should be compassionate about what he's doing, but he should show some compassion to this woman.
Respectfully, I'm not trying to discredit no man for what kind of work he do, but there is levels to the shit you do out here. That's what he was talking about. Like, they don't understand. That's like huge. And I have worked that kind of stuff because I used to work on trains. You don't work with, when you're dealing with stuff, big, huge tools like that.
That's why I use my father.
That's
why I use my father, because he did that.
I don't think y'all realize how big 2 3/4 wrench is.
Yeah.
You
That ain't
a number 6 boiler. Number 6
Nigga,
boiler
ain't
small
got it.
because it runs off number 6 fuel.
No, number 6 boiler is not small, brother. Not a number 6 boiler with tubings back in the day. That's not a small boiler.
We got 4 of them at our job that we have to maintain, and I get it because number 6 boiler runs off of number 6 fuel oil, and I get that. And they have to be heated with steam in order to keep it because it's very thick. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I commend your father for doing that job.
Appreciate that.
But what I'm saying is I'll never know what a woman sacrifices in order to keep the relationship together. I'll never understand it. She may never understand what it's like to walk in my shoes. But all I'm saying is there has to be some middle ground. Give me a chance to fail you before you give up on me. That's all I'm saying. If I'm working a lot, just come to me. And if I keep doing it and it stays consistently, like he said, you ain't getting beat, you ain't getting cheated on, and you ain't getting disrespected.
But time is important as well.
Time is very important.
It's very important.
But you said,
make
Victor,
me feel like someone that you want.
But Victor,
That's very
Victor,
important.
you said, I just want you to finish. This is not even a debate. You said, come to me. I wanted you to finish. You said, if come to me, if she comes to you, what are you willing to do?
So
like
if
this lady went to her
so
husband.
if I come to you, respect my answer. That's it.
But something did we figure out? She didn't say whether his time was funny. Like, did she know exactly when he's at work and when he's at home? She never said anything like his time would be funny, he would be missing, or nothing like that.
No.
So we're gonna go with he would be at work and he would be at home. So you know what this guy doing.
Okay.
You know exactly what he's doing. He go to work and then he's home.
Okay.
So his time ain't nowhere weird.
Yeah.
So you know exactly what he going through.
And she know to find
You
that.
see he come in exhausted and he come on to sleep. It ain't like he lying to you.
Well,
You know where he at.
Let me say this, and I know we got to get out of here because it's already 5 after 10. And we can take this to next Tuesday because I know y'all get ready to fly off the handle. I know it.
This has been good, though. I enjoyed this.
If this was reversed, and if this was a woman not giving the man the time that he need, not giving him sex, not spending quality time with him, ignoring everything that he's saying, not acknowledging him when she walks in the house, you all know that you all will be looking for attention somewhere else.
Not true. Not true. If I know exactly what she's doing, I
And-
know.
and you're not
I know
getting-
exactly.
And you're not getting, because y'all
I know what she's
going
going through.
because you don't be on
I'm
your
not worried about what I feel. I'm going with the logic in it. I understand what she's going through. I understand.
You understand. Fatine, can you answer that question? Because you have said that before on this show. If a woman is not pleasing her man, is not doing what she's supposed to do at the house,
Some men will
he
step
is
out.
Some,
Some men will step
So
out.
if-
Yeah,
if
but
the-
I hear
if
what
the
Herman
roles
is
was
saying, and Herman
turned-
says from I
wait a
respect.
minute.
Oh, you
If the roses turn, and I just said, if
Right.
this woman was doing these things and not giving this man, how would you?
some men will step out. Yes,
I would say that
some
too.
men. Yeah, some men. I can't broad brush it every man because every man won't.
But not
Herman
every
say
man.
would.
Why is it that y'all coming so hard on this woman for her
Right.
acting the way that she's acting when she's not getting what she feels like she deserved from her
So-
husband?
so
That's
I'm-
why I
Why
took
are
up
y'all
for it.
coming so hard on her?
Stop saying
That's the ends here.
You stop
That's
saying
the
that.
bookends here.
Why you can't stop coming so hard on her? So I'm gonna say this: if the roles was reversed, that means I'm sitting at the house, right? I understand, be coming from that world, what I have to do in order to keep us together. I probably would give her so much leeway because, like he said, her time ain't funny. If I know where you at, and I'm sitting at the crib.
Let's say you're not sitting at the crib.
No, hell no. I want to sit
Because
at.
most men ain't getting ready to sit at the crib and take care of kids. Yeah, we do know men that are house husbands, but let's be realistic. Okay, we both are working, is what I'm saying. But she is the one that's coming home with the attitude. She's the one.
But then this
that's not-
but then this doesn't make sense then.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Because she's not working.
Because she's not working.
Okay, say you're not working.
So if
So
I'm
broke.
not working, and this is how, and I understand you might think this is funny, but I would appreciate to an extent her going to work and giving me this leeway to do whatever it is I want all day. But eventually, that shit would run real thin. I couldn't sit at home all day long. I would have to do something. I would put my child in daycare and paint or have something in order to take the stress
You're
off
not
of her.
answering the question, sir.
Yes, I am. I thought I was.
No, you're saying what you would do as far as like finding something to do.
If
or
the
whatever.
roles was
But I'm saying
reversed-
if you wasn't getting pleased, if this woman was not showing, you just said that you need a lot of attention.
I do. I
So
do.
if you wasn't getting the attention that you think you deserve, if you wasn't getting the sex that you think you deserve, you gonna just sit there and just wait on her
So-
to make up her mind when she's gonna
That
give you that
together
attention.
now.
So right before you asked me that, you said if the roles was reversed.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is I understand why she's working so hard is because I'm not working. So what I would do eventually is I see that she's at work all the time, so I need to lighten the load for her. But from the emotional side of it, I would feel really shitty. I don't know what I would do. I probably would cheat. I know that's the answer that you wanted, but yes, you're right. There you go. You're right.
So
I'm not
stop
getting
coming
into.
so hard for this.
No, I am because she can get a job and lighten the load on it for him. She can sell trinkets. She can coupon.
Oh, wait a minute now, because I know I'm the one that said this woman can find a job. It may not be the job that she want at the moment,
said the same
but
thing.
she can find a
But
job.
y'all was talking about her leaving. I'm talking about her staying.
No, we talked about
Y'all
that. No, 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 no.
Yeah,
There
I
was
was talking about get a
I
job
talked
if
about
she
her
leave.
leaving, but I also said that.
I wasn't talking
I
about
also
staying.
said that one of the things that she
definitely
could
was talking
do
about if she
is to
left.
fire him
Hey,
and go out there
that's
and get a job to balance some of that time. I said that. Put the child in daycare and go out and get a job because he told her not to stay home. I did say that.
Yeah, so basically we were talking about a job and staying.
And I said that. And I said that. I said that too. I'm ready to give my closing thoughts because I'm ready to go.
Go ahead.
All right, so my closing thoughts is, first of all, Herman, Victor, myself, and Veronica gave some advice that was different. And I think, and I'll be honest with you, even though we may disagree or we agree to disagree on this panel, I think the viewpoints was interesting. I agree more with you, Sister Veronica, than the brothers, but I'm glad that they expressed their viewpoints because I think that this woman needs to hear that. Herman, you're right. She does need to have to understand that you have to take a harsh look. Are you just saying I'm going to leave? Because sometimes the grass isn't greener on the other side. But I've also heard, and we talked with Coach Victor's Love, that that sometimes a healthy relationship, staying in a relationship that is not healthy, is not productive for one or both. So for me, my advice to you is what Brother Herman said. You have to evaluate this. You have to evaluate what's important to you and what can work. If you continue to talk to him and nothing gives and you're not happy, and I'm looking at where your age is at, then, and if it's getting worse, then sister, you have to make that hard decision. And if it's leaving, then you have to put a plan in place to exercise whatever you're going to do. But I'm glad that we had a variety of points of views that you can look at all of those and make your decision.
Herman.
My advice to you is you better have a plan. Just don't jump out there on faith. Don't listen to your friends and don't listen to none of this foolishness. You better have a plan. If you decide that you want to leave, you better have some money. You better have a place to stay. You better have transportation. You better have child care. You better have all this all figured out before you step out there. Because it's real. Everything is expensive. You know, it's easy when you spending somebody else's money. When you start to spend your money, it's different. So you better understand what you're stepping into before you step in it.
Victor.
So, basically, all I want to say to the lady is, for a day, just take a walk in his shoes for a second. He didn't write the letter, so I can't say they need to switch shoes because they probably don't want to switch roles. The line about somebody said about him being an absentee father, there's a reason why, because he's having to work. But we don't know he's an absentee father. There are sacrifices that both parties make in a relationship when it comes to the children. One parent is going to be more active than the other in when it comes to being in the kids' lives. And that's based on whatever the issue may be, whether it's distance, whether it's work, whether it's somebody wants to be a shitty parent. But that's something that they gonna have to cross when the child gets older. Ma'am, once again, you ain't getting beat, you ain't getting cheated on, and you ain't getting disrespected. I don't understand what your big beef is with this man, all because he's trying to provide a stable lifestyle for you. Maybe if you cut out the vacations that you like the plans oh so much, maybe he can be home a little more. Because she did say, and I plan the vacations. That's the part that pissed me off more than anything. But all I'm saying is, you know, take a moment and think about him for a second, being as if he's the only one working.
All right. Well, on this show, the good thing about this show, Tangy Tea of Life, is when you sit down on a panel, we all have, our own opinions. We may agree, we may disagree. That's the great thing about this podcast. Herman, we as women, I don't know about all of us, but most of us, when we're thinking about leaving, or we decide to leave, let me say that, we always have a plan. We always have a plan, whether it's a plan that we, a plan that we love, or, meaning going to a nice neighborhood, or, we have a lot of money in the bank, or, sometimes your plans have to go down a dirt road before it get on a pale road. Like we have to sometimes make decisions that we don't want to make in order to be happy, but we have a plan. We know where we're going to lay our head. We know how we're going to pay this bill from month to month. We have plans, and we have to, as women, we have to. because I mean it's easier for a man to get out there and make moves and make things happen, to provide and all that. We as women sometimes we have to struggle and we have to put, you know, money aside each week or whatever to get where we want to be. So we always have a plan. But to this young lady that wrote this letter, you know, I don't like to see any marriages fall apart. That divorce rate is extremely high. Never like to see someone going through a divorce. No one can tell you to stay. No one can tell you to leave. And I say this all the time. When a woman, and I'm speaking for because I'm a woman, when we are done, when we know it's time to leave, no one can tell us different. No one can tell us different. We know when to pack our stuff and to get out of there. So I'm saying to you that wrote this letter, you're going to know when it's time for you to leave. No matter what we said on this panel tonight, you're going to know when it's time for you to leave. Happiness is real, and I'm at the stage in my life where I want to be happy. It's time out for being miserable and trying to please this person and that person, trying to please, you know, your children, your man or the woman that you would like. I'm at a stage in my life where I'm going to make Veronica happy, and I feel like you should do the same. Make yourself happy. Have another conversation with your husband. Maybe you didn't really, you know, sit down and have that. We have to have uncomfortable conversations within relationships. We have to, you know, no matter if he works 60 hours a week, 80 hours a week, whatever. Find time to sit down and have this uncomfortable conversation. And and if he want it, he's going to have to be willing to have this uncomfortable conversation. He's going to have to make time. Whether what is this?
See how your mood changed that fast?
Just because I didn't even know what this was, so don't even go there with me. Just because you hand me your wallet, like there is more. I keep saying there's more than money. Listen, we all know that we have to have money. We have to have money to pay bills. We have to have money to do things in this life. But there's more to it. There's more to it. So once again, lady, I hope everything works out for you all. I'm wishing the best. You have a 3-year-old child. No, you know, you said in the letter you don't want to be a single parent. Do all you can to make this marriage work. Do everything possible to make this marriage work. And when you have done all you can do, then you have to make that tough decision whether you're going to stay there and be unhappy, as you clearly is in this letter, or you're going to make moves. You're going to have a plan in where you're going to go. And on that note, thank you all so much for watching Tankity of Life. We appreciate y'all from the bottom of our heart each and every Tuesday, 8 o'clock, right here, CMG Studios. Thank y'all so much. And I know Herman and Victor, I know their seats are hot because they want to say something. But we're going to end it because we are already behind time. Thank y'all so, so much once again. Herman, thank you for sitting in on the tea tonight. If you have a podcast that you have started, you want to get started, CMG Studios, this is the owner right here on the screen.
That's right.
Herman Chapman. Brother Fatine, all the way from WBLS radio station, New York. Thank you as always, my brother. And Victor.
Hey, I changed it. You was frowning. I handed you my wallet. You felt how heavy it was. And what you did,
I gave it back to you because I
I
had no idea what you was handing me at first because I was in the middle of my final
You felt
thought.
the aura of it, though. And your whole mood changed. It's on tape. They'll see the replay. Your whole damn mood changed.
And our sister Veronica.
I pulled this big black thing out my pants.
Pause.
I pulled this big black thing out my pants. And look, you got that little Look at that. I don't things just pop up for you.
Go ahead, Brother Fatim.
Yeah, you guys say good night and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I thought you said Sister Veronica.
Yeah, I said
thought
Sister Veronica, so you get your bells as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
There you go. And I want to shout out Sharon Lawrence, that's in the chat, one of my personal friends this may be her first time here, I'm not sure, but definitely shout out to her, and just shout out to my cousin who's in there, Cupid Adams, as well.
Thank y'all once again so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate y'all each and every Tuesday, 8 p.m. right here live on Facebook and on YouTube if you would like to be a guest. If you have a topic suggestion, if you have an email letter, tangyteaoflife@gmail.com. Once again, tangyteaoflife@gmail.com. Thank y'all so much. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the weekend. Love up on one another and live this thing called life to the fullest. Be happy and spend time with the ones you love. Until then, bye.
Buenas
Night.
noches.